This broadcast on 106.3 ESPN Radio is brought to you locally by Peter Pan Market and Deli, Astoria Ford, Joe's Mobile, the Seaside Outlets, Northwest Lending Group, Clatsop Community College. You're tuned in to ESPN Radio on 106.3.
Welcome to CMH Field today, where we are on tap for an Astoria and St Helens matchup. It promises to be a good one. We're about 10 minutes away from first pitch, or at least scheduled first pitch, here under cloudy skies and 51 degrees. Good afternoon, good early evening. I'm Rob Kovach, joined by Bob Wilkie, once again for the call of Astoria High Fighting Fishermen softball today. And the team comes in off a big win yesterday. Overall record stands at 9-4 after the 18 win over Seaside in yesterday's game at Broadway Field, as the Fishermen went on the road into Seaside for a relatively decent afternoon. And today it's a little cooler. We get a little bit of a light drizzle here and there, not too shabby, and as it calls for, it's supposed to be a relatively calm evening, is at least what we're looking at, according to the radar and the weather folks. I am not a weather prognosticator, but that's what I've been told.
I'm hoping, because I was soaking wet today.
It was a drencher all afternoon, most of the afternoon, but it's clearing off this evening, and it looks like we're going to be set for a pretty good softball game today between the St Helens Lions and the Astoria Fishermen. The last time these two teams met, it was exciting, and for mostly all the marbles. It was for the state championship, where the Fishermen came away with a 4A title after rocking the St Helens Lions. These two teams went 2-2 last year, and every single one of the games was a knockout dragout, except for that last one where the Fishermen gained the upper hand early and were able to maintain. However, in the early portions of that game, the Fishermen didn't really pull away till a little bit later, and there was some tenseness, at least up to the third, fourth inning, where anything can break open. And we knew that St. Helens had the power to do it. They just couldn't do it.
Season,
they just couldn't do it in the final game of the year. But I guarantee you, with the Fishermen now ranked number 2, jumping back up, the St. Helens Lions at number 5, switching spots in the rankings a little bit over the last couple of days. The St. Helens Lions are coming in looking, just licking their chops at this game against the Fishermen today.
Yes, sir.
They want this one back. They'd love to go 3-2 over the last 5 between the Fishermen and St. Helens Lions, and they're going to return a number of kids. We're going to call these starters out here in just a little bit. And
just filling out my book, and there's a lot of names we recognize.
Yeah, there's a lot of names we recognize indeed. This team returns some pretty star players, and we're going to talk about them and the Astoria Fishermen and their starting lineup here in just a little bit. Once again, a scheduled first pitch coming up at 4 o'clock under gray skies, but so far fairly dry, or at least calm. And we'll have the contest for you coming up in just a little bit. We're going to take a quick timeout and get ready for the starting lineups and first pitch for today's softball game, 4A game, a league game between the Lions and Fishermen of St. Helens and Astoria. It's going to be a good one, and we'll bring it to you coming up right here on ESPN 106.3.
Seaside Outlets, over 100,000 square feet of savings and shopping. Great food for every member of your family. Featuring great names in retail like Nike, Eddie Bauer, Pendleton, Bath & Body Works, Rack Room Shoes, Rue 21, and Carter's. And it's all just a few blocks from the beach. Plus, there's no sales tax.
Seaside Outlets, 1111 North Roosevelt Highway 101 and 12th Avenue. Visit seasideoutlets.com.
Hungry? Thirsty? Craving something delicious? Get to the Peter Pan Market and Deli in Astoria. They've got your cravings covered, from fresh sandwiches and salads to gourmet coffee and snacks. The deli is stocked with hand-picked ingredients, ensuring the highest quality in every bite. Need groceries? You're covered there too, with a wide selection of necessities and locally sourced products. The Peter Pan Market and Deli at 712 Niagara Avenue in Astoria. Visit online at peterpantogo.com for online ordering options. Taste the difference at Peter Pan Market and Deli.
Hi folks, these sports teams that we follow pride themselves on a long tradition of excellence. The same goes for the place you choose for your home loan. Northwest Lending Group is one of the longest continually operating mortgage lenders in Clatsop County. We've been here over 20 years. I invite you to give us a try. Let us show you how we've earned over 98% customer satisfaction rating. Find us at 1227 Commercial Street in Astoria, by phone at 503-325-4116, or apply online at nwlendinggroup.com.
Northwest Lending Group is an equal housing lender. NMLS 1469420, ML2891.
Joe's Mobile. Fuel, diesel, groceries, snacks, beer, propane, hunting and fishing licenses, firewood, and so much more. 1701 Marine Drive in Astoria. Coming in, going out, or passing through Astoria, Joe's Mobile is your one stop where the people are friendly and the store is stocked with everything you need. All debit, EBT guarantee and credit accepted. Joe's Mobile. Mobile Synergy Fuel and Diesel. Pump your own 24 hours a day at Joe's Mobile. Wait for it.
Joe's Mobile.
Be ready for your future with Clatsop Community College. Take college-level classes at CCC while still in high school and transfer them to a university when you're ready. Or take technical education classes to develop your skills to be prepared for in-demand jobs in the region. Clatsop Community College can help you be ready for your future. Contact the admissions office or check out clatsopcc.edu for more information on all the programs and transfer options available. Start here, go anywhere with Clatsop Community College.
Are you currently in the market for a new car, truck, or SUV? Then look no further than Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford. With hundreds of makes and models to choose from, you're bound to find something you want, including the Ford F-150, best-selling truck in America, 47 years running. Stop by Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford today and take a test drive and find that new vehicle you have always wanted. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, you always get the best deal at Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford, 1809 Ensign Lane across from Costco Gas, or visit them online at AstoriaFord.net.
I'm Coach Howard Rube, and you're listening to Astoria Athletics Live on ESPN 106.3. Go Fish!
Back here at CMH Field as the Fishermen and the Lions in the field, taking some early batting practice and fielding practice as we get set for today's contest between the St Helens Lions and the Astoria Fishermen. And once again, talking a little bit about the two teams coming in. This is a heated rivalry and one that's turned into a heated rivalry over the last couple of seasons between these two squads, between the Lions and Fishermen. They have, collided for some interesting games. Last year going 2-2, the St Helens Lions winning the crown for the Quappa League, and the Fishermen winning the crown for the 4A. So these two squads definitely have some hardware, and it is going to be a battle. And we just missed the Royal Rumble and the WrestleMania with WWE, and I have a feeling that some of that may carry over onto the turf today.
I think so.
Maybe a little less theatrics, but definitely some animosity and some heated rivalry.
We might have a ladder match.
Feeling. Yeah. It's always an interesting one when these two teams get together. They had a couple of really good games last year, 4 of them to be exact, and they're going to have at least 3 of them this year if they don't meet in the playoffs at some point. And honestly, Bob, I'd be shocked if these two teams don't collide in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, like we were talking about, St. Helens, Scappoose, and Astoria, all dominant in the top 5 of the state.
And, out of the Quappa League to boot. So if you can find yourself mixed in with the Fishermen, the Lions, and the Indians, boy, you get yourself some pretty good company. And they've jockeyed position. We went into yesterday's game with the
we were number 5.
Seaside Seagulls at number 5. After the shakedown yesterday, just yesterday's rankings have moved the Fishermen back up to number 2, and the St. Helens Lions are now sitting at number 5. And, we always like to disparage the rankings a little bit, at least early in the season, and I think for good reason, really.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of games to really build up, any kind of integrity in that ranking system. And so you're going to see a lot of big moves, 5-2. That's a pretty big move.
That's a big jump.
In all the grand scheme of things. An 18-1 win will do that. However, you start looking at it, win against St. Helens really solidifies that number 2.
That's right.
And that's what you need to do. St. Helens has knocked off some pretty good opponents. And, of course, really, you talk about the state rankings, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's second, really fiddle to what the Fishermen need to do. What they need to do is take care of the Quappa League because that's already tight again. You could very easily finish with a very good record and just a couple of losses and still finish 3rd in the Quappa League.
We call it a meat grinder on purpose because, we got to play these teams, the number 1, number 5, number 2. Everybody plays 3 times.
Right. It's, like I said, these two teams went 2-2 last year.
Yep.
One of them won the Quappa League, one of them won the state title, and they both played in the championship game. So,
and we didn't talk about it. If you count out the last game, there was a 3-point spread between those games.
There was a 3-run spread, exactly. Those first 2 were tight. The first 3 were tight. The state game was a little bit more exaggerated. The Fishermen, like I said, got a stranglehold on the St. Helens Lions and just didn't let loose. They ended up with a nice victory, more than a couple runs, but those first 3, the regular season games, as you want to call them that, the league games, it resulted in basically a 3-run differential total.
Yeah.
The Fishermen got 1 by 1, and the St. Helens Lions got 2 by 1 each. So, that's when you really break it down. Net net runs. It was 2,
Yep.
Which is tight. It doesn't get any
tight.
tighter. I mean, the only thing you could do is tie at that point, and well, there's no ties in baseball.
That's right.
Or softball, for that matter. I'll take a quick look at the St Helens Lions, and we'll take a quick break and then come back for the Astoria Fishermen. It'll be Addie Anderson, center fielder, leading off. Dakota Drake, the third baseman, batting second. Batting third is catcher Madeline Hancock. That's a familiar name. And at shortstop, another familiar name, Addie Ellis. And at second base, batting fifth, is Hallie Hayes. And pitching for the St. Helens Lions and taking up the 6 hole is Emmy Karaming, and that is another familiar name and a tough pitcher for the Lions. New to the lineup is first baseman, number 11, Veronica Friggard. And wearing 0, batting 8th, and wearing number 9 will be wearing 0, batting 8, and manning 9, the right field spot, is Ellie Schaefer. And on left field, Bristol Beeler wears number 3 and rounds out the batting order. We'll take a quick timeout as the Fishermen take the field. And we see the defense out there catching some fly balls from Coach of the Year last year.
That's right.
And we'll get the Fishermen starting lineup in just a moment right here on ESPN 106.3 as we get ready for the Astoria Fishermen and the St. Helens Lions softball.
Are you currently in the market for a new car, truck, or SUV? Then look no further than Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford. With hundreds of makes and models to choose from, you're bound to find something you want, including the Ford F-150, best-selling truck in America, 47 years running. Stop by Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford today and take a test drive and find that new vehicle you have always wanted. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, you always get the best deal at Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford, 1809 Ensign Lane across from Costco Gas, or visit them online at astoriaford.net.
Be ready for your future with Clatsop Community College. Take college-level classes at CCC while still in high school and transfer them to a university when you're ready. Or take technical education classes to develop your skills to be prepared for in-demand jobs in the region. Clatsop Community College can help you be ready for your future. Contact the admissions office or check out clatsopcc.edu for more information on all the programs and transfer options available. Start here, go anywhere with Clatsop Community College.
Hi, folks. These sports teams that we follow pride themselves on a long tradition of excellence. The same goes for the place you choose for your home loan. Northwest Lending Group is one of the longest continually operating mortgage lenders in Clatsop County. We've been here over 20 years. I invite you to give us a try. Let us show you how we've earned over 98% customer satisfaction rating. Find us at 1227 Commercial Street in Astoria, by phone at 503-325-4116, or apply online at nwlendinggroup.com.
Northwest Lending Group is an equal housing lender. NMLS 1469420, ML2891.
Joe's Mobile in Astoria, the home of Mobile Synergy Fuel and Diesel. Also, last-minute groceries, snacks, cold beverages, hunting and fishing licenses, propane, firewood, and so much more. Pump your own fuel during overnight hours or get friendly full service during regular daytime hours. EBT and all credit and debit cards are accepted. Fuel and Diesel, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Get your mojo on at Joe's Mobile.
1701 Marine Drive in Astoria.
The Peter Pan Market and Deli is the perfect place to gather for a quick snack and one of their signature sandwiches before the game. Enjoy covered outdoor seating or sit inside with beers and ciders on tap and wine by the glass. You can relax with friends before heading to the game. Make Peter Pan Market and Deli your morning stop too. Grab a coffee and a bagel or other breakfast treat before work. Order ahead at peterpan2go.com. Peter Pan Market and Deli, 712 Niagara Avenue, Astoria. Your local corner store and more. Seaside Outlets, over 100,000 square feet of savings and shopping. Great food for every member of your family. Featuring great names in retail like Nike, Eddie Bauer, Pendleton, Bath & Body Works, Rack Room Shoes, Rue 21, and Carter's. And it's all just a few blocks from the beach. Plus, there's no sales tax.
Seaside Outlets, 1111 North Roosevelt Highway 101 and 12th Avenue. Visit seasideoutlets.com.
This is ESPN Radio on KKOR AM 1230 and 106.3 K2464BV, Astoria, Warrenton, Seaside.
Coach Rube from Astoria High Athletics. I want to thank everyone for listening to tonight's broadcast on ESPN 106.3 FM.
Don't forget, you can catch Coach Rube and Dane Gouge for the Coaches Show coming your way Fridays. And today it's going to be an early edition of the Coaches Show as they will lead into, hopefully, an Astoria softball game and taking an early look at the weekend forecast as the Fishermen host North Bend it is going to be a gorgeous mid-60s sunny kind of day.
Hey, I'll take that.
Yeah, indeed, something different. So if you want to tune in and catch the game here on ESPN 106.3, once again, tune in early to catch Coach Rube as he joins up with executive producer and 2026 NCAA national champion picker Dane Gouge. He won the bracket.
He got it, huh?
Yeah, he did. I was leading early, but my Elite Eight teams got bounced. I took some long shots, well, maybe not long shots, but some hopeful shots late in the tournament.
Dream big?
I did. I also had Duke. He did take Michigan and got that right on the money. So
wow.
He did pick the winner outright. So, I mean, he should win ultimately. But there was a chance there that even Roxy could have overtaken him. So we were cheering for Roxy sort of just because we didn't want Dane to win. But
that's right. He wouldn't hold that over you.
No, he didn't send any videos or pictures through text or nothing. He didn't rub that in at all, not even a little bit. The Fishermen starting lineup as the plate meeting is underway. Once again, Coach Kent Israel for the Fishermen, meeting with the umpires and head coach Natasha Sharp for the St Helens Lions. And for the Fishermen, they are led off by their strong and steady stolen base leader.
They are, yeah. She had a couple more yesterday. It's Haley Svensson, number 2. She's our shortstop. Followed up by our big hitter yesterday, Finley Cameron, number 6, is our catcher. Then Lila Carlson, number 8, at position 8 out there in center field. Then we got our pitcher, Taryn Ray, number 22. Ariana Adams, number 20, is going to be our third baseman. Kate Barnsey, number 11, is going to be at first base. Kissa Whitsett at second base, number 10. Number 18, Maggie Fleur. She had that big 3-run RBI double yesterday. She's going to be out there in left field. And then 00, Kylie Svensson, catching her sister. She had a stolen base yesterday. She's going to be out in right field.
And she takes over 00 from Kyle Lindell, who left the 00s here and is off playing for the Linfield Wildcats. And Kylie Svensson is the freshman, stepping in very well.
She sure is.
Big shoes to fill with Kyle Lindell, and she's not necessarily filling Kaya's shoes, but she's filling the jersey well, and she's a strong freshman. Look forward to 3 more great years and the rest of this year.
That's right.
With Kylie Svensson, and of course we still get a few more with Haley this year next. And Fishermen with just one senior on the starting lineup, that is first baseman Kate Barnsey. And we're going to take a quick time out here in just a moment as we get ready for first pitch. The Lions and Fishermen getting ready to go here in Astoria. It is going to be a good one. The purple and gold battling the yellow and black. And like I said, last year they went 2-2. One took the Quappa League title. That was the St Helens Lions. The other took the state title, and that was the Astoria Fishermen. They split 2-2. And this year, we start again. 3 games on the docket. The first one comes up today under cloudy skies with a light rain. I wouldn't even call it a rain at this point, a light mist. Yeah. And supposedly clearing off. So we expect a good game in store. And we're going to take a quick time out while they bring out the starters onto the field. We'll get ready for first pitch. And it's all happening here as we bring you Astoria High Fighting Fishermen softball, a scheduled 4 o'clock start. A little late, but we'll get you there as the Fishermen and Lions battle today in a 4A Quappa League game. And before we do that, we've got to always thank our sponsors. Joe's Mobile saving you a little bit last night.
Yeah, it kept me alive last night. Joe's Mobile, we had Junior out there, and he loaded me up with propane to get my forklift running, which I needed to get my job done.
Well, that was awful nice. We thank our sponsors, and if you get a chance, make sure when you stop in and patronize any of these fine folks that you tell them. Thank you for sponsoring Astoria High Fighting Fishermen softball, basketball, and football. And it's been a great year this year for the Fishermen basketball and football squad. And this year, softball, we continue it. We'll come back with the Fishermen and Lions right here from CMH Field on ESPN 106.3.
Joe's Mobile. Fuel, diesel, groceries, snacks, beer, propane, hunting and fishing licenses, firewood, and so much more. 1701 Marine Drive in Astoria. Coming in, going out, or passing through Astoria. Joe's Mobile is your one stop where the people are friendly and the store is stocked with everything you need. All debit, EBT, and credit accepted. Joe's Mobile. Mobile Synergy Fuel and Diesel. Pump your own 24 hours a day at Joe's Mobile. Wait for it.
At Joe's Mobile.
Hi, folks. These sports teams that we follow pride themselves on a long tradition of excellence. The same goes for the place you choose for your home loan. Northwest Lending Group is one of the longest continually operating mortgage lenders in Clatsop County. We've been here over 20 years. I invite you to give us a try. Let us show you how we've earned over 98% customer satisfaction rating. Find us at 1227 Commercial Street in Astoria, by phone at 503-325-4116, or apply online at nwlendinggroup.com.
Northwest Lending Group is an equal housing lender. NMLS 1469420, ML2891.
Hungry? Thirsty? Craving something delicious? Get to the Peter Pan Market and Deli in Astoria. They've got your cravings covered, from fresh sandwiches and salads to gourmet coffee and snacks. The deli is stocked with hand-picked ingredients, ensuring the highest quality in every bite. Need groceries? You're covered there too, with a wide selection of necessities and locally sourced products. The Peter Pan Market and Deli at 712 Niagara Avenue in Astoria. Visit online at peterpantogo.com for online ordering options. Taste the difference at Peter Pan Market and Deli.
Seaside Outlets, over 100,000 square feet of savings and shopping. Great food for every member of your family. Featuring great names in retail like Nike, Eddie Bauer, Pendleton, Bath & Body Works, Rack Room Shoes, Rue 21, and Carter's. And it's all just a few blocks from the beach. Plus, there's no sales tax.
Seaside Outlets, 1111 North Roosevelt Highway 101 and 12th Avenue. Visit seasideoutlets.com. Are you currently in the market for a new car, truck, or SUV? Then look no further than Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford. With hundreds of makes and models to choose from, you're bound to find something you want, including the Ford F-150, best-selling truck in America 47 years running. Stop by Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford today and take a test drive and find that new vehicle you have always wanted. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, you always get the best deal at Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford, 1809 Ensign Lane across from Costco Gas, or visit them online at astoriaford.net.
Be ready for your future with Clatsop Community College. Take college-level classes at CCC while still in high school and transfer them to a university when you're ready. Or take technical education classes to develop your skills to be prepared for in-demand jobs in the region. Clatsop Community College can help you be ready for your future. Contact the admissions office or check out clatsopcc.edu for more information on all the programs and transfer options available. Start here, go anywhere with Clatsop Community College.
Tune in every Friday right here for the most accurate and up-to-date fishing report sponsored by England Marine. We dive into the world of fishing with England Marine's Mark Ackrell with the latest tips, tricks, and insights. From the rivers to the ocean, Mark will provide you with the inside scoop on where the fish are biting and which baits are hitting. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a beginner, the England Marine Fishing Report will have you covered. The England Marine Fishing Report, your go-to source for all things fishing.
You're listening to Astoria High School Sports on 106.3 ESPN Radio.
Welcome back here to CMH Field as we finish up with the national anthem and get set for today's contest. First pitch just around the corner. And once again, for the Fishermen, they will start on defense, and it is T-Money, as Coach Lou likes to call her, Taryn Ray getting the nod inside the circle. Of course, in softball, we don't say on the mound, we say in the circle, and that is usually marked by the circle, the painted circle, or turf circle, or dirt circle, or at least different colored turf circle in some cases. And in CMH Field, it is the different colored turf or circle because there is no grass or dirt here, so it's a nice green, and home plate, first base, and second, third, pitcher's circle, and all covered with just a light tan.
With a little bit of black rubber.
Yeah, the black rubber's starting to come up a little bit, and it's getting fluffed out, and of course that just means there's some good spring in that field, and of course we had rain all day, and in most places that might be a problem. Here, not a problem at all.
Not at all.
I had a chance to walk the field a little bit. It's as dry as a bone out there, so as long as we don't see any kind of weather, it's going to be pretty good playing conditions here at CMH Field. One of the definite bonuses to having this turf.
Yeah, makes a difference.
Makes a huge difference, and of course that talked a little bit about last week with the coaches show. When it gets cold, you're just apt to injure, and that's why that Seaside game was rescheduled. They probably could have played it in Seaside on the second shuffle, but they just decided, it's
not worth it.
It's just nasty enough that it's not worth it. We can move it to Monday, so let's do that. Of course, they did, and yesterday the Fishermen came away with that 18-1 win, and they are back in action today. It's going to be a busy one, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, as they have a slate of games on the docket, and they're going to have to get right back to action here against a very good St. Helens squad.
And I hate to say it, Rob, but number 3 in the state is who they're playing Friday.
Yeah, it doesn't get any easier as the season goes along. It is going to just maintain Strength of schedule.
It's a tough one.
It's gonna keep going.
When you're number one last year, you got to play tough opponents.
Well,
everybody wants to measure up against you.
That's right. You are the new measuring stick, and the target is wholly on your back as you come into the new season, and the Fishermen have definitely felt that. And the first pitch coming in to leadoff hitter Anderhesen is a first pitch strike.
Slap hitter.
She doesn't offer at it, but Taryn Ray hits the mark and gets strike one to start the game off. And second pitch, that one a little bit lower and out of the zone.
Ball one.
That'll set it up for a 1-1 count. Taryn Ray looking to start sharp here today, and she looked sharp yesterday. And hopefully today she can keep it rolling. That one's in the zone. Nice pitch.
Great pitch. Getting a different look than we did yesterday. We're on the backside of it. We can really watch those things come in.
This time we're a little bit closer to home plate, but on the first base sideline here at home. And Taryn Ray gets that one slapped off and down the third base line foul as she avoids hitting the coach. And that'll stay a 1-2 count now with the fourth pitch fouled away. And Andy Anderhesen once again leading off for the Lions. Dakota Drake is due up after that. 1-2 hitters. 3 is catcher Madeline Hancock. That one just outside.
I probably would have swung on that one.
Oofta. That was a great pitch by Ray. Anderhesen back in. And the changeup outside. Be a full count on the leadoff hitter. Seventh pitch. St. Helens Lions definitely scored some runs and have scored some runs this season. And Fishermen will need to mitigate those. Foul tipped into the glove of Finley Cameron, and that'll be a strikeout swinging.
Not just a strikeout, 100th strikeout for the season.
100th of the season. Congratulations to Taryn Ray reaching the milestone in this game here at home early in the season. And that'll bring in third baseman, number 8, Dakota Drake. The Fishermen today in the white bottoms, purple tops. The St. Helens Lions sporting the all blacks. That one high and in the zone for strike one. It was just on the edge. I was curious if he was going to let that one settle in, and he did. High and outside, Taryn Ray gets the strike on the right-handed hitter. That one way up and out. See if she'll chase it out there after you tease her on the corner. Will she go out a little further to get one? And she won't. Good job by Dakota Drake to sit on that one. 1-1 count. Taryn Ray loads up and sends one down the middle. Swung on and missed. It is a 1-2 count now for the Fishermen.
Had some heat on that ball.
That one came in with some smoke indeed. And the pitch. Ooh, just on the outside edge. It'll be a 2-2 count. Taryn Ray works that outside edge to the right-handed hitter well, and she couldn't tickle enough of the black line on the plate to get the strike call. Next pitch comes in, swung on and missed. Taryn Ray has set down the first 2, and that will bring in catcher Madeline Hancock. And she doesn't look like a power hitter, but she is a stroker from that right side of the batter's box. She is a weapon, obviously batting third. They don't put the worst hitter there.
No.
Catcher for the Lions will step in.
High, ball one.
Hancock is a senior. One of the seniors, Hallie Hayes, Addie Ellis, the other seniors for the Lions. They're going to be a strong team for another couple of years, without a doubt.
There it is.
One catches that outside edge. Like I said, Taryn Ray likes to use that outside edge against right-handed hitters, and she hits her mark well.
She sure does.
That one chopped down the line foul, and unable to get there in time is Barnsey or Kylie.
1-2 count.
A foul off will put the second strike on the board. Addie Ellis in the on-deck circle if she gets the opportunity, and way out of the on-deck circle, closer to the door of the dugout. Ray loads up. 1-2 count is chopped to third base, scooped up and handled and into the glove of Barnsey. The 5-3 put-out will shut down the Lions here in the first. And the Fishermen get a couple of strikeouts and a 5-3 to send the Lions down in order. The Fishermen will come back and send up their 1, 2, 3 hitters for their half of the first next right here on ESPN 106.3.
Be ready for your future with Clatsop Community College. Take college-level classes at CCC while still in high school and transfer them to a university when you're ready. Or take technical education classes to develop your skills to be prepared for in-demand jobs in the region. Clatsop Community College can help you be ready for your future. Contact the admissions office or check out clatsopcc.edu for more information on all the programs and transfer options available. Start here, go anywhere with Clatsop Community College.
Hi, folks. These sports teams that we follow pride themselves on a long tradition of excellence. The same goes for the place you choose for your home loan. Northwest Lending Group is one of the longest continually operating mortgage lenders in Clatsop County. We've been here over 20 years. I invite you to give us a try. Let us show you how we've earned over 98% customer satisfaction rating. Find us at 1227 Commercial Street in Astoria, by phone at 503-325-4116, or apply online at nwlendinggroup.com.
Northwest Lending Group is an equal housing lender. NMLS 1469420, ML2891.
Fisherman Pride. I'm Coach Howard Rube. You're locked into the live call of Astoria High right here on ESPN 106.3.
Back here at CMH Field for the Fishermen's half of the first, and we are just about ready to roll. And once again, pitching is going to be cramming for the Lions. The catcher is Hancock, and leading off for the Fishermen is once again the stolen base queen, now I believe with 13 on the season. I'll have to double check that for sure.
She was at 10 yesterday. She had a feud.
Ooh, that one is hit well. That should land inside the line, and it is fair. And Haley will hold up on first base, is able to get there as the left fielder to relay that in. But Haley, with a first pitch start for the Fishermen, gets a single to get things going. And Finley Cameron will now come up to bat, her first attempt today. And she had a nice shot yesterday. She had a pretty good day yesterday.
Yeah, one would say that.
A grand slam in the second to really wrap up some nice statistics for her. She got some RBIs out of that. Nice home run, her second of the season. And today comes in and slaps one. It's going to drop right off the bat and die. Pitcher will get it off the first. So on the fielder's choice, Haley Svensson will get to second. And Finley Cameron will be out on a 1-3 putout. First pitch, 1-3 putout. Fishermen getting aggressive early.
They sure are.
Lila Carlson, center fielder, comes up to bat. Loads up and sends that one high up, and she is wearing number 24 in the purple today. I think we said she was wearing 8, but 24 in the purple today.
Okay.
Lila Carlson, center fielder. Strong bat yesterday, one of the few fishermen, or the only fisherman not to score, but she did hit the ball well and hit into a sac F9. Here she pops one up to second base, and that'll be the second out. Again, Fishermen attacking early as she fouled off the first one and came up, got the P4. Ray, pitcher now at bat.
Drop pitch strike 3 was her day yesterday.
She reached and scored on at least one of those. That one outside for ball 1.
She got tagged on the first one, drop pitch strike 3, and then she made it and came around and scored at her second.
Ooh, swing and a miss. Haley Svensson with 12 stolen bases on the year. That one in the zone, high in the zone, but in the zone for a 1-2 count.
Taryn Ray, big, tall, long legs. She's going to have a little bit larger of a zone to hit.
Yeah, it changes the dynamics of that strike zone a little bit. Swinging through that one, though. She'll go down on strikes, and the Fishermen leave Svensson stranded on second. And the Fishermen can't get anybody across, and we'll come back for the start of the second in just a minute right here on ESPN 106.3.
Seaside Outlets. Over 100,000 square feet of savings and shopping. Great food for every member of your family. Featuring great names in retail like Nike, Eddie Bauer, Pendleton, Bath & Body Works, Rack Room Shoes, Rue 21, and Carter's. And it's all just a few blocks from the beach. Plus, there's no sales tax.
Seaside Outlets, 1111 North Roosevelt Highway 101 and 12th Avenue. Visit seasideoutlets.com.
Joe's Mobile. Fuel, diesel, groceries, snacks, beer, propane, hunting and fishing licenses, firewood, and so much more. 1701 Marine Drive in Astoria. Coming in, going out, or passing through Astoria, Joe's Mobile is your one stop where the people are friendly and the store is stocked with everything you need. All debit, EBT, and credit accepted. Joe's Mobile. Mobile Synergy fuel and diesel. Pump your own 24 hours a day at Joe's Mobile. Wait for it.
At Joe's Mobile.
Keeping the clock running for the Coaches Show, this is Dane Gouge, executive producer of The Roo Report. Catch The Roo Report Friday nights right here on ESPN 106.3. Now back to the game.
Back here at CMH Field, and once again, coming up on Friday, the Coaches Show coming your way again, this time again early, as they will lead into the game here we're going to call against the North Bend team, the Fishermen hosting North Bend, and I don't think weather's going to be a problem for that one. Mid-60s and sunshine on tap for that one. Addie Ellis leads off the second for the Lions. Shortstop steps in and takes ball one from Ray.
If you're coming out on Friday's game, make sure you come early because parking's going to be at a premium. We got the Crab Fest coming out.
It is going to be a busy weekend here in Astoria. Good chance to watch some softball and then head out and take advantage of the Crab Fest. That one
that's
back
coming
off
right
the
at
cage.
us.
And Finley Cameron will retrieve that as it ricochets back in. That'll put a strike on the board on the foul off. Hallie Hayes waits in the on-deck circle. In the hole is Emmy Karaming, the pitcher, as the Lions will send up their 4, 5, 6 hitters to start the second. That one slugged well. It's going to land. Oh! What a play by Haley Svensson from shortstop spot. She floats over just behind second base and lays out for it. And it's going to go down in the book as a P6, PL6 asterisk. Play the Sports Center soundtrack. That is a top 10 play from shortstop Haley Svensson. And you're talking about filling shoes of Kyle Lindell. That's a shoe fill there. Hallie Hayes at bat now and takes strike one. What a layout and dive from Haley Svensson from the shortstop spot.
Moving to get it, too.
Pitch two to Hayes. High. Ball. That'll make it a 1-1 count. What a great play.
Yeah.
Taryn Ray loads up. The wind up, the pitch. Outside edge, and it's enough. 1-2 count. Taryn Ray so far has led in the count most of the time. Leadoff hitter Andy Andreheisen was the only one who took her to a full count and had a little bit of an edge at one point. This one farther out, won't chase it. Hallie Hayes gets the ball. That's the luxury of having a 1-2 count. You can tease that outside edge a little farther and see if they'll go get it.
Yeah.
And you're still at a 2-2 count. That one chopped down the right field side and into the dugout. Barnesy will pull it out of there, and we'll get set for the sixth pitch on a 2-2 count.
Wind picking up a little bit. You can hear it on the mics.
And a little breeze coming in, but
not too bad.
Not too bad. A little chilly, but well, it's spring softball in Astoria.
That's right.
That one off the edge. That'll be a full count on the sixth pitch. Just on the outside edge. Once again, Taryn Ray against the right-handed hitters really working that edge. Loads up. The wind up. And got her. Looking. Outside edge, Hayes pulled the bat back. She twitched a little, but that'll do it. Emmy Karaming, a pitcher, now due up. Pitcher against pitcher duel. Emmy Karaming, not big.
No.
She is
petite, small zone here for Ray to work with.
She's a small powerhouse, and she finds the strike zone there. High and outside, but in the zone, and the left-handed hitter will step in. Ray will have to work the other edge of the plate, and will try to, and Karaming will fight it off and send it into the row of cars and over the cars. And that'll be strike two on the board. Ray leads in this count, 0-2. 2 outs on the board here in the second. And that one comes across and just misses.
Thought it might have had it.
Veronica Friggard is in the on-deck circle if she gets a chance. Taryn Ray would like to see her in the next inning. And that one is fouled off the net behind the catcher. 1-2 count, and fifth pitch coming in after a foul off. Lions and Fishermen in for a battle today. High towards the chin and ball.
2-2 count.
Ray locks in. Here comes the pitch. 2 outs. Chopper and foul as Adams gathers it up on the other side of the line. Adams might have had a chance to attack that in fair territory, but wisely lets it bounce foul, and it was going to be a heck of a throw if she had to try to cannon that off to first. So
we know she can do it.
Ray loads up. The changeup is going to get knocked back. Haley Svensson lays out on her knees, makes the throw, and gets it. Wow. A 6-3 with another asterisk as Haley Svensson comes up with 2 huge plays to wrap up the inning for the Lions. She gets the first and the third out, with Ray taking the strikeout in the middle, and we'll head to the Fishermen's half of the second in just a minute, right here on ESPN 106.3.
Hungry? Thirsty? Craving something delicious? Get to the Peter Pan Market and Deli in Astoria. They've got your cravings covered, from fresh sandwiches and salads to gourmet coffee and snacks. The deli is stocked with hand-picked ingredients, ensuring the highest quality in every bite. Need groceries? Covered there too, with a wide selection of necessities and locally sourced products. The Peter Pan Market and Deli at 712 Niagara Avenue in Astoria. Visit online at peterpantogo.com for online ordering options. Taste the difference at Peter Pan Market and Deli.
Joe's Mobile. Fuel, diesel, groceries, snacks, beer, propane, hunting and fishing licenses, firewood, and so much more. 1701 Marine Drive in Astoria. Coming in, going out, or passing through Astoria. Joe's Mobile is your one stop where the people are friendly and the store is stocked with everything you need. All debit, EBT, and credit accepted. Joe's Mobile. Mobile Synergy Fuel and Diesel. Pump your own 24 hours a day at Joe's Mobile. Wait for it.
At Joe's Mobile.
Hi, Dane Gao, GP of the BSE, and you're listening to Astoria High Sports on ESPN 106.3.
Back here at CMH Field, Fishermen and Lions battling in a 0-0 contest here in the middle of the second. Fishermen sending up Adams. Adams will pop that one up sky high to the shortstop, who nestles under it, and Adams is already on first base, but unfortunately, if they catch it, you're still out. So the P6 will be a first swing and out for Adams, with Kate Barnesy now at bat for the Fishermen. Fishermen aggressive here at the plate. They are swinging at the first pitch a lot, trying to get after cramming, and it worked for Haley Svensson. And we got a couple of knocks, but nothing past the defense. That one comes in low, and wisely Kate Barnesy lets it rattle into the catcher for ball 1. Kaisa Whitsett and Maggie Fallure will be the next 2 batters for the Fishermen, as the Fishermen come up with their 5, 6, 7 hitters here in the second. As leadoff hitter Haley Svensson got to second and got left stranded. That one low with the shins. Ball 2.
Yes, correct.
1 out. Barnesy, left-handed hitter, steps back in. Gramming with the pitch, and Barnesy will chop that one foul into the net behind the catcher for strike 1. Okay, so Whitsett once again in the on-deck circle after that. Maggie Fallure in the hole, and Kylie Svensson, if she gets an opportunity, will be the number 9 hitter on the lineup card. Gramming loads up, and Barnesy will send that one up and into danger, but it looks like the second baseman's going to float up underneath of it and handle it.
The P5.
4.
P4, I'm sorry.
Kaisa Whitsett now for the Fishermen will come up to bat. 2 outs on the board. Fishermen trying to get somebody on base. And here comes the first pitch in. That'll catch the zone. Strike 1 against Whitsett. Whitsett for the Fishermen. Young player stepping in with a starting role.
Early there. Change up got her.
0-2 count. Bottom of the second, 0-0 game. We expect this one to be tight. And that one is slugged high and into the gap, but it looks like center fielder is going to float over and handle it. So the put out by Andrehessen will end the inning on the F8. And that'll do it for the Fishermen. We'll come back to start the third. The Lions will be sending up their 7, 8, 9 hitters in this scoreless game here on ESPN 106.3.
Be ready for your future with Clatsop Community College. Take college-level classes at CCC while still in high school and transfer them to a university when you're ready. Or take technical education classes to develop your skills to be prepared for in-demand jobs in the region. Clatsop Community College can help you be ready for your future. Contact the admissions office or check out clatsopcc.edu for more information on all the programs and transfer options available. Start here, go anywhere with Clatsop Community College.
Hi, folks. These sports teams that we follow pride themselves on a long tradition of excellence. The same goes for the place you choose for your home loan. Northwest Lending Group is one of the longest continually operating mortgage lenders in Clatsop County. We've been here over 20 years. I invite you to give us a try. Let us show you how we've earned over 98% customer satisfaction rating. Find us at 1227 Commercial Street in Astoria, by phone at 503-325-4116, or apply online at nwlendinggroup.com.
Northwest Lending Group is an equal housing lender. NMLS 1469420, ML2891.
From the turf to the hardwood, we represent the purple and gold. I'm Coach Howard Rube, and the action continues now on ESPN 106.3.
Welcome back to CMH Field. The Fishermen getting ready to defend in the third here as we head to the 7, 8, 9 hitters for the Lions in a scoreless game. So far, the Fishermen have been able to handle the Lions, and Taryn Ray looks to continue that against first baseman Veronica Frigard. Veronica Frigard, new to the lineup, wears number 11 and stands in. Well, Ray loads up, and the first offering is low, ball one. I do not recall her in the lineup last year at all. I'm pretty sure she is new for the Lions, at least to the lineup. Sophomore will slap one to second base. Whitset to Barnsey
for the 4-3.
On the second pitch, Ellie Schaefer now due up. Barnsey might have been able to get there, but wisely retreats to first and lets the second baseman handle a little deeper field. And they get together for the put out. Cover first base. Let your second baseman do their job, covering that hole between second and first. It's kind of one of those weird spots. For those who don't play, the offer is through. Strike on Schaefer. Low pitch, but Schaefer offered at it. We call the shortstop between third and second base pretty much plays between second and first. It's kind of the shortstop on the other side, really.
Ooh, Harlan got away from her.
That one gets away from Ray. Finley, once again, great job popping up, getting her arm up, and getting a hold of it. 1-1 count now to Schaefer. Right fielder waits for it, and we'll chop that one off the bat and foul. That'll be a 1-2 count now. Taryn Ray facing the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Got the first out with a 4-3. Ellie Schaefer and Bristol Beeler. Due up. That one is high and out of the zone for a 2-2 count. Bristol Beeler in the on-deck circle. In the hole is leadoff hitter Addie Andrehessen. Ray. That one high again.
Wonder if there's getting a little moisture on that ball.
We got just enough of a misty wetness here that it's not necessarily rain, but it's just
damp.
Damp, and the ball getting on the ground may cause that a little bit. So she wants to make sure that swapped out if she can. That one fouled on the right field line, and it'll be a 7th pitch full count from Ray to Ellie Schaefer, wearing 0, playing right field. And the pitch from Ray is ball. Ray will get her first base runner of the game on a base on balls. And Bristol Beeler will now come up to bat. Bright red hair and a ponytail. We're sitting above the number 3 on that black jersey for the Lions. The left-handed hitter will step in with a runner on base. Each team now putting somebody on base. Finley wants to chat with her pitcher. Pulls her in. Batter's going to go talk to the coach. The infield will meet behind the circle, and Adams, Barnsey, Whitset, and Svensson will have a conversation themselves
And a fresh dry ball.
Corey will run out a new ball out to the umpire and let him load up the pouch there, make sure that he's got a couple of extra dry ones on hand. Like I said, we're not really getting a rain, just a little mist, and it's just enough to put a few hoods up and have a few people duck under some cover. Bristol Beeler, left fielder, steps in, left-handed hitter, and she looks to lay down the bunt, takes the strike, and Finley chases Schaefer back. Look for the Lions to try to itch out an extra base here or there because we fully anticipate, and I'm sure the Lions and Fishermen do too, this to be a tight game.
Yep.
And any run you can scratch or extra base you can get is going to be valuable.
High for ball one.
Beeler waits for the third pitch. Ray looks to her coach to get the call. Everybody back in, and we are set. Ray loads up, and that one offered and missed. 1-2 count. Third pitch strike. One out on the board. Leadoff hitter was put out on a 4-3. Schaefer gets on with a base on balls, and Ray misses at the outside edge. Good job by Finley Cameron once again to pop up, scare the runner back to first. Between her and Svensson, they've got a good arm and good speed to cover up second.
Sure do.
Tough steal. Ray with the pitch. And at the belt, you bet. Looking, she goes down.
That is the fourth strikeout for Ray this game.
And coming up now is the leadoff hitter, Eddie Enderheisen, the center fielder. Saw her make a good play to wrap up the Fisherman's inning. And the leadoff hitter will now come up after a full count strikeout in her first attempt. Left-handed hitter steps in, and the slap hitter will not offer at the first pitch ball. Using the light pink bat today. Steps back in, and Ray loads up the pitch.
Got her swinging there.
And it did indeed, and missing it all for a 1-1 count. Not a full-on slap hitter, but definitely a little movement towards the front of the batter's box. I've seen more aggressive slap hitters. That one high. Ball two. That's once again that release point. Every now and then Ray gets a little bit late on that release, and that ball floats up high. Finley, great job popping up, getting a hold of it. And swung on and missed. 2-2 count. Ball, strike, is the order here to Eddie Enderheisen. 2 outs, runner on first, and the 2-2 count is fouled off the net above the Fisherman dugout. And she'll fight off to face another pitch. Eddie Enderheisen wears number 1 for the St Helens Lions and was their leadoff hitter last year as well. She is a tough out. The Fishermen would like to get this one. See if they can get their bats working again. Here's the pitch. High edge.
Oh, no.
Off the glove of Svensson. And the throw down misses. The stolen base by Schaefer. We'll put her on second.
That was close, though.
And it'll be a ball on the count. So a full count now to Eddie Enderheisen. And Taryn Ray has a runner at second to worry about. Pitch, low, and that'll put a runner on first and second with the base on balls. Stolen base becomes null and void there for a moment as she would have moved over to second on the ball anyway.
That's right.
Dakota Drake now coming up to bat. Third baseman. Right-handed hitter steps in, struck out her first at bat in the first. And Ray loads up and sends that one in. That should go to the center field. It is going to dribble in and coming all the way home to Finley Cameron. Not in time as a run will score. Schaefer is able to come through. Got stuck in the grass a little bit or the turf there and didn't slide as naturally as she wanted to, but she does end up with the score. So Dakota Drake with the base knock will move Enderheisen over and score the run. And that'll bring up Madeline Hancock for the Lions. A 2-out score for the Lions here in the third to break open the scoring. 1-0. First pitch, high, ball one. Taryn Ray trying to fight through the rest of this inning, just needs to settle down and get that last out. 2 on the board already. And the pitch is hit deep and backing up. Kylie Svensson.
Home run.
It's going to go over the fence. Kylie can't get there, and the home run will break the scoring open even more. Once again, Madeline Hancock hitting third for a reason. The big hitter scores 3 for the Lions, and the Lions will jump up in this one 4-0. And the Fishermen now will face off against shortstop Addie Ellis as she comes up with the bases cleared off. A couple of walks and a base hit, and the home run causes the damage against the Fishermen here. The Lions break open the scoring first.
Raining a little heavy now. That's, I'd say, is official rain there.
Last year these two teams met. It was a 1-0 score in the first game and a 1-0 score in the second game. That one high, and Ray floats that one in to Finley, who jumps up out of her stance to get it. Ray loads up, and that one is hit, fouled, and out of play. 1-1 count against Addie Ellis now, hit into the P6. The exciting P6. Svensson dove for it behind second base. Ray loads up, and the pitch in the zone, strike 2. Fishermen just trying to get out of this one, need one more out, then they need to come back up and get their bats going. Popped up off the cage and foul behind the catcher. Both of these teams can score some runs. The Fishermen, no need to worry here, no need to fret. A 4-0 deficit isn't impossible to fight through, especially early. And swung on and missed on the changeup, and that'll sit her down. Addie Ellis strikes out, and the Fishermen get out of this one after they surrender 4, and they'll head to their half of the third, trailing in this one 4-0 here on ESPN 106.3.
Are you currently in the market for a new car, truck, or SUV? Then look no further than Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford. With hundreds of makes and models to choose from, you're bound to find something you want, including the Ford F-150, best-selling truck in America, 47 years running. Stop by Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford today and take a test drive and find that new vehicle you have always wanted. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, you always get the best deal at Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford, 1809 Ensign Lane across from Costco Gas, or visit them online at AstoriaFord.net.
The Peter Pan Market and Deli is the perfect place to gather for a quick snack and one of their signature sandwiches before the game. Enjoy covered outdoor seating or sit inside with beers and ciders on tap and wine by the glass. You can relax with friends before heading to the game. Make Peter Pan Market and Deli your morning stop too. Grab a coffee and a bagel or other breakfast treat before work. Order ahead at peterpan2go.com. Peter Pan Market and Deli, 712 Niagara Avenue, Astoria. Your local corner store and more.
You're tuned in to ESPN Radio on 106.3.
Back here at CMH Field, Fishermen trail in this one 4-0 as they come up for their half of the third. Maggie Fleur takes ball 1. Nice big 3-run double yesterday against the Seaside Seagulls. As she steps back into the box and waits for the next attempt, and it's on the outside edge for strike.
It's a good pitch.
Great pitch by Karaming as she finds that outside edge and gives us a 1-1 count here in the third against the leadoff hitter Maggie Fleur. And that one in the dirt off the catcher's chest and ball.
It is getting damp now.
Getting a nice mist here. Kylie Svensson in the on-deck circle. After that, Haley Svensson for the Fishermen as they get ready to send their 8-9 one-hitters up here in the third. And Karaming gets the call, loads up, and the throw in. Low outside of the zone for a 3-1 count to Maggie Fleur.
Running out some fresh dry balls out to the pitcher.
And it looks like the pitcher wants a towel in her belt. She's going to get one. She'll stuff that in her pocket and She'll have a little something to wipe her hand off on. And the ball, a 2. And the pitch, high, and ball. Maggie Fleur will lead off the third with a base on balls. And Kylie Svensson will not come up to bat for the Fishermen. Bats number 9, plays number 9, and wears 00 for the Fishermen with the hot pink batting gloves and the light pink bat. The freshman will step in, take ball 1 off the catcher's chest on the passed ball, and Maggie Fleur will scamper to second.
We watched this weather in Tillamook last year, and it was a whole lot of balls and a whole lot of walks, and I think we're going to be seeing more of that.
The difference here is that this turf at least does not turn into a bit of a mud pit as the natural grass and dirt in Tillamook tends to do. That one on the outside edge is strike. 1-1 count. Gramming loads up, and Kylie's going to knock that one down the third base line and into foul territory as the third baseman gets over the base to get it. 1-2 count now as the foul off puts the second strike up. Swap the ball out. Ump calls for it there. Usually that's the case. Starts to get damp. The ump will say, just toss that one over to me. I'll reset that one. Pitch from Karaming is high, and Svensson's going to chop at it, send it high. Shortstop floats over to behind the third base bag there and gets it in fair territory. The P6 will be the first out. Maggie Fleur will stay on second. And leadoff hitter Haley Svensson now due up for the Fishermen.
She had a single at her first at bat, got stranded on second.
Pushed over on the 1-3 put out from Finley Cameron, but left on second indeed. The Fishermen couldn't get their leadoff hitter around. And she'll step back in here trying to push around Maggie Fleur, who stands on second base with 1 out. Svensson waits. Gramming loads up, and here comes the pitch. High, and ball 1.
Some great coastal softball right now.
Exactly. That one inside. No, strike inside on the zone for a strike. It was right there on Svensson's elbows. I thought a little too far in, but she is tight on the plate, so strike 1. 1-1 count. And she'll chop that one into second base, scooped up and off to first for the put out. Fleur will get to third. On the 4-3 put out to Svensson. Finley Cameron now due up. And the umpires are going to swap out the balls here. These girls are tough. They'll play through a lot.
They sure will.
And it's going to take a little more than this to dampen the spirits of these girls and softball in general. Softball girls are tougher than most. They put up with some pretty crappy weather and play through it.
They sure do.
Gramming's pitch in and hit high and deep. Is it enough as it heads to left field? No, it's out of the glove. It's going to fall, and Maggie Fleur will score, and Finley Cameron will be on second.
Stand-up double.
On the error, she'll get to second and score the run. The E7 will put Finley Cameron on second. And she won't get credit for the RBI on that.
Okay.
I do not believe she'll earn that, as the out should have happened, and I don't think you get an RBI on an error. Lila Carlson now steps up as the Fishermen get 1 run back. Finley Cameron waits on second, and that one inside the zone. Low pitch, but strike 1 to Carlson.
Carlson hit into an F4 at her last at bat.
Popped up to the second baseman, and that one low in the zone. Ball. Taryn Ray in the on-deck circle. Love to get a couple of runners on and get a chance to even things up if she can.
Whole lot of parents heading for the car. They're still watching.
Cramming loads up, and the pitch comes in. Carlson offers and misses. Strike 2. Carlson back in the batter's box. Karaming trying the ball and handoff, and here we go. Comes the pitch, and that one is hit hard right to the shortstop. In and out of the glove is the throw in time. It is no. Fishermen will get one back, and Carlson will reach second on the E6. So the E6 will get her safely aboard. She'll advance on the throw, and Cameron will come home to score. The Fishermen get two back. And Taryn Ray will now come up to bat. She does represent the tying run here. 2 outs. The Fishermen strike back and get a couple. And this is exactly what they need to do, find ways to score.
That's right.
They found a couple of scores here, and now Taryn Ray, who struck out in her first, will face Karaming. And the pitch is high and in the zone for strike one. Fishermen and Lions battling here, 4-2. Lions with the lead as they jump out in the third and go up 4-0. Fishermen fight back and get two, and Ray's going to send that one into left, and it'll land and score a run off the cage. Left fielder has trouble with it, and Ray will trot into second base. So with a stand-up double, Ray closes the gap with another one. And that'll bring up Ariana Adams in a 4-3 game. And courtesy runner will be Hopkins coming in to run for Ray. Fairly typical coaching move by Kent Israel. Here comes Ray on second, and Adams will send one back to left field. That will land and get into the corner. Ray's going to turn the corner and come home, and Adams will slide into second on the double.
Just like that, we got a tie ball game, Rob.
Back-to-back doubles, and the Fishermen knot this one up. 4-4, and now Barnsey with a runner on second will come up to bat with 2 outs. Big Bats coming alive here with 2 outs. The Fishermen strike and score and knot this one up. Barnsey lays off that one high and ball.
Don't be surprised to see Ariana Adams take off here.
She does have the speed. Barnsey waits the pitch and fouled off the net and behind the catcher for strike one. Whitsett waits in the on-deck circle.
Barnsey hit it into a P4 at her last bat.
I got her for an F8.
I'm sorry?
Or no, Barnsey was the P4. You're right. It was Whitsett with the F8. The deep F8. That one low outside of the zone and ball. Barnsey trying to get that tying run, or the leading run across. Ariana Adams on second. That one in the dirt and low, ball. It'll be a 3-1 count now to Barnsey. Umpire calling for a ball, trying to swap it out.
And how that goes, I'm going to dry off the laptop.
We were hoping for a little bit of a let-off here, and it has not. We got a little bit of a soaker moving through. Nice mist to keep things interesting for us. Barnsey doesn't swing there, takes the base on balls, and will put runners on first and second for the Fishermen for Kissa Whitsett. Hit into the deep F8. Let's see if she can find the gap this time, as the leading runs are now aboard for the Fishermen. Whitsett wears number 10 and is going to load up and see if she can get the runners across. The right-handed hitter steps in and takes low and outside, ball one. Whitsett, second pitch from Karaming is outside the zone, ball two. Whitsett back in. Karaming fighting through this inning as the Fishermen draw even at 4-4. And that one foul tipped and away. Strike one. on the third pitch of the at-bat. Great job by the Fishermen to stay alive, keep fighting, and just like that, it is a 4-4 ball game and knotted up again. And we knew this was going to be one of those games and had the potential to either get messy with the weather or at least be a tight battle between these two, and it's turned into both. Yeah. Whitsett's going to send that into left field. It'll land and score a run on the single. And Adams will come home, and the Fishermen take the lead. Whitsett safely aboard. Barnsey moves to second. And that will bring up the batter that started this inning, Maggie Fallour, who reached for the base on balls and came around to get the first run of the inning. 5-4 is the score now, with the Fishermen taking the lead. Emmy Karaming now looking for a bit of a settle down from her catcher as she walks the ball, a dry ball out to her. Once again, we are back to the leadoff hitter of this inning. That is Maggie Fallour.
Wild pitch is going to advance the runners.
They will move from second and first to second and third. And that'll be Barnsey now on third and Whitsett on second.
And Maggie Fallour is going to have one ball.
1-0 count. Karaming loads up, and here comes the pitch in. Outside edge, finds the zone for strike one.
Great pitch.
Emmy Karaming losing the lead here in the third. Fishermen strike and get 5, and that one in the dirt past the catcher, and it's going to go back to the cage, and coming home is Barnsey on the play.
Whitsett will advance to third.
Whitsett moves to third, and Maggie Fallour will have another ball on the scoreboard, and it'll be a 2-1 count.
And that's going to make that a 6-4 ball game, Astoria.
Well, with 2 outs, the Fishermen were able to capitalize on some mistakes, and now with a 2-out, 6-run inning, have taken the lead. And high, not deep. Center fielder's going to come in. It's trouble, and center fielder will handle it. Maggie Fallour will get out on a F8, and that will be the third out for the third inning, but not before the Fishermen strike, and strike big, getting 6 with those 2 outs, and take the lead 6-4. We'll turn the corner and be back in just a minute right here on ESPN 106.3.
Be ready for your future with Clatsop Community College. Take college-level classes at CCC while still in high school and transfer them to a university when you're ready. Or take technical education classes to develop your skills to be prepared for in-demand jobs in the region. Clatsop Community College can help you be ready for your future. Contact the admissions office or check out clatsopcc.edu for more information on all the programs and transfer options available. Start here, go anywhere with Clatsop Community College.
Joe's Mobile in Astoria, the home of mobile synergy fuel and diesel. Also, last-minute groceries, snacks, cold beverages, hunting and fishing licenses, propane, firewood, and so much more. Pump your own fuel during overnight hours or get friendly full service during regular daytime hours. EBT and all credit and debit cards are accepted. Fuel and diesel, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Get your mojo on at Joe's Mobile.
1701 Marine Drive in Astoria.
This is ESPN Radio on KKOR AM 1230 and 106.3 K2464BV, Astoria, Warrenton, Seaside.
Keeping the clock running for the Coaches Show, this is Dane Gouge, executive producer of The Rube Report. Catch The Rube Report Friday nights right here on ESPN 106.3. Now back to the game.
Back here at CMH Field, where the Fishermen fell in the third 4-3, came back in their half of the third to get 6, and now lead this one 6-4 as we head to the fourth. And for the St Helens Lions, they'll be sending up their 5, 6, 7 hitters. That's Hallie Hayes, Emmy Karaming, and Veronica Friggard. And we'll see what the Lions can answer back with. The Fishermen getting those runs with 2 outs on the board. A dropped ball into the left field was the catalyst for the start for the Fishermen, and they rallied off a number of runs as they were able to take the lead in the 6th, and we are ready to go here in the 4th as the Fishermen lead this one 6-4. Once again, after the Lions thundered out and got themselves in the lead The Fishermen now on defense, and Ray facing off against Hallie Hayes, who struck out looking in her first attempt. Will chop one foul down the right for the first baseline, and it'll be strike one against Hayes. Once again, struck out on a full count in the second inning. Get the ball relayed in. We'll get it back to the umpire in the dugout. Get it dried off and reset, ready to go, and Taryn Ray will get set to go with her second pitch to Hayes. Up over the head of Finley and ball. Got away from her a little bit. Get the new ball relayed in, and we'll get set to go. Fishermen and Lions battling here in a 6-4 game in the top of the fourth. And Ray with the pitch. That one's going to get down the first base side and foul. It would have been a nice rope, but instead it's a long strike. Emmy Karaming waits in the on-deck circle. After that, it is Veronica Frigard. And Ray is now facing off against Hayes with a 1-2 count. Pitch comes in low, be a 2-2 count. Ray with the next one. That one's low, and Finley knocks it down to load the count. Emmy Karaming once again in the on-deck circle. Veronica Frigard due up next. A little extra time to stall between pitches as we relay new balls into the pitcher and the umpire. Nice mist coming in, or CMH Field today. Rain was letting off today and has returned. Ray loads up, and that one is going to get slugged slowly to third. Adams with it, up to Barnsey, and the 5-3 put out will get the first out of the inning. And Emmy Karaming now will be up for the Lions. Hit into the 6-3. Another spectacular play by Svensson as she gets to it and from her knees makes the throw to first to get the out. Swapping the balls back to Ray. See if we can pop another wall on the tent here to try to stay dry as Ray throws the first pitch in. A strike on the outside edge to Emmy Karaming, the left-handed hitter. She works the other side of the plate and gets the first strike. One out, one strike, and the pitch is just a little farther out and ball. Nice pitch. Nice attempt to get her to swing at it. She just wouldn't offer. And the pitch in. A little farther outside again, and ball. 2-1. And Emmy Karaming and Ray. Ray asks for a new ball. They get her one. She's going to roll that one over to the dugout to get dried off. And it's going to be a base on balls to Karaming as she gets the fourth pitch ball. And Veronica Frigard will now come up. Excuse me, that was Emmy Karaming just walking back to swap out the gloves. She does get the base on balls with that pitch. And Veronica Frigard will now be up for the Lions. With a base runner aboard, Veronica Frigard hit into the 4-3 in the third. She was the first out of the inning before the Lions rallied off and picked up their 4 runs. That one hit well down the first base line, but foul for a long strike. Here comes the pitch in from Ray, high, and it's going to advance the base runner as that time Finley couldn't get up and grab it. And Karaming will move to second. Swap out the balls one more time. And we'll get set to go with base runner on second. Veronica Friggard up to bat. And the pitch is outside edge for a strike. It'll be a 1-2 count. One out on the board. Runner, Emmy Karaming now at second base. And that one low, out of the zone for ball. Pitch coming in from Ray on the 2-2 count is hit to second base, and with set to Barnsey will pick up the out. On the fielder's choice, Emmy Karaming will move to third. The 4-3 putout will put the second out on the board, and Ellie Schaefer, who reached on a base on balls, got a stolen base, and came around to score in the third. Now due up for her second at bat. Knocked in by Dakota Drake. Ellie Schaefer waits for the first pitch. That one fouled off her ankle. She'll hop a little bit and shake it off. Ump will ask if she's okay. Give her a second as he walks a dry ball out to Ray. A painful strike. And it looks like she's okay as Ray gets back into the circle. And we get set for the next pitch. Outside edge and low, ball. Bristol Beeler in the on-deck circle for the Lions. Pitch in high and fouled away. And second strike. Beeler once again waits. That one hit down the right field line. It's going to stay fair. And she'll turn to two. Relay in will hold her there.
Not before St. Helens picks up a run.
St. Helens will get one back. Karaming will come in to score, and Schaefer will be at second. Bristol Beeler comes in with 2 outs on the board. Pitch in, Finley down to third, and Adams can't catch it as it bounces up. Looks like it went off her mask a little bit there, and coming into third is Schaefer. Finley and Adams trying to team up for the throwdown, couldn't get there. And 5-6 your score now with Karaming coming across. The Lions get one back. And with 2 outs, the Fishermen will try to get Beeler here at the plate. And outside, ball. 2 balls on the play to Beeler, the number 9 hitter, and Taryn Ray loads up and gets that one chopped down to the third base coach, and it's going to be an uneventful strike 1. Hallie Hayes started the inning with a 5-3 putout. Emmy Karaming got on with a walk. Veronica Friggard out with a 4-3, but not before Karaming ended up at second. Beeler fouls that one off for a 2-2 count. Ellie Schaefer with the double scores the run as Karaming comes home. And now the Lions get one back here in the fourth, trailing this one 5-6. The Fishermen holding on so far, and Ray trying to get the third out of the fourth. Throws one in high to load the count. Next pitch in, catches the edge, and that'll be a looking strikeout. Ray gets out of it, but not before the Lions do get one back. So it is a 5-6 ball game as we head to the Fishermen's half of the fourth. And we'll have it for you in just a moment right here on ESPN 106.3.
Hi, folks. These sports teams that we follow pride themselves on a long tradition of excellence. The same goes for the place you choose for your home loan. Northwest Lending Group is one of the longest continually operating mortgage lenders in Clatsop County. We've been here over 20 years. I invite you to give us a try. Let us show you how we've earned over 98% customer satisfaction rate. Find us at 1227 Commercial Street in Astoria, by phone at 503-325-4116, or apply online at nwlendinggroup.com.
Northwest Lending Group is an equal housing lender. NMLS 1469420, ML2891.
Hungry? Thirsty? Craving something delicious? Get to the Peter Pan Market and Deli in Astoria. They've got your cravings covered, from fresh sandwiches and salads to gourmet coffee and snacks. The deli is stocked with hand-picked ingredients, ensuring the highest quality in every bite. Need groceries? You're covered there too, with a wide selection of necessities and locally sourced products. The Peter Pan Market and Deli at 712 Niagara Avenue in Astoria. Visit online at peterpantogo.com for online ordering options. Taste the difference at Peter Pan Market and Deli.
Coach Rube from Astoria High Athletics. I want to thank everyone for listening to tonight's broadcast on ESPN 106.3 FM.
Back here at CMH Field, a soggy CMH Field as the mist has moved in. I won't call it full-on rain necessarily, but definitely a full-on mist has coming in as we are sitting here and
let's just say our raincoats are on our electronics.
Yes, trying to cover a few things up here and keep things electric and on the air. Svensson.
High, ball one.
To the freshman. Here in the fourth, the Fishermen trying to maintain their one-run lead. Kylie Svensson waits for the second pitch. That one
in the
just
zone.
At the knees for strike one. 1-1 count. Popped out to shortstop in her first at bat in the third. And with this pitch, that one chopped down the line. It's her
Coach
Ken Israel there, scooping it up, getting it off to the third baseman. 1-2 count. That one in the dirt, so they'll swap it out, or I should say in the turf.
In the water.
And Cramming will swap out the ball here in the fourth, and Kylie Svensson steps back in. And she'll hit that one high and deep. Left center, and left fielder can't handle it. She gets it up off the bounce. And it is going to be a double for Kylie Svensson as she hits a nice shot out to left center and gets in with the double. Just mishandled, and it didn't hit her glove. Can't give her the error on it.
Nope.
Slightly misplayed, but no error as Svensson is safe at second with Haley Svensson now due up.
And about 2 feet elevation, and that was gone.
Didn't need much more. It was just on this side of the fence.
Yep.
Svensson steps in for her third at bat today and takes strike one.
Yeah, she had a single at her first at bat, and then she hit into a 4-3 at her last at bat.
Here in the fourth, she has her third opportunity, and we'll watch that one come in for ball. 1-1 count. Amy Cramming now up at 53 pitches, according to our counts. Svensson watches that one come up high by the face mask for a ball. First pitch single to start the game for the Fishermen. 3-pitch at bat in the third, and here faces her fourth pitch from Cramming. And that one is low. Ball.
Handled well by the catcher.
Trying to keep Kylie, another speedster, staying on second. Swap the ball one more time. Cramming asks for a new one, and that makes sense as that pitch came in low and hit the turf. Svensson will fight that one off and foul it into the row of cars down the third base side, and sounds of things, that found a roof.
That sure did. Maybe even a sunroof.
And Haley Svensson now with a full count will step back in to battle Karaming here in the fourth. The pitch, the swing, left field again. Left fielder settles under it. This time she's got it. The F7 will put Svensson back in the dugout as Bristol Beeler gets the out. Finley Cameron will now come up to bat here in the fourth, her third at bat. Catcher for the Fishermen hit into a 1-3 in the first, and in the third reached down the E7 and started the scoring run for the Fishermen. Came around to score to get the Fishermen started, and that one high and out of the zone for ball one. Love to make some contact here and see if you can't scoot Kylie around a little bit more. A 5-6 game. The Fishermen have the one-run lead. They'd love to add to it. That one low and through the catcher's legs. The passed ball will give Kylie the free rein to move to third.
It won't take much. Contact will pretty much get that speedster home.
Unless that thing is a slow dribbler to the catcher or the pitcher to keep Kylie scared enough to not run.
Yeah.
Might see Coach Ken Israel send her either way. That one, nice pitch, strike. 2-1 count now to Finley Cameron. With one out, anything deep, contact through the field, should get a run in. That one low, ball. Drop ball released low and skips in. 3-1 chant comes in, and Finley Cameron will take the bag and put runners at the corners for the Fishermen.
We'll bring up Lila Carlson. She hit into an F4 at her first at bat and then reached those on an E6. What was the error that got her on there? And she came around and scored at her last at bat.
She was able to scamper to second on that E6 as the overthrow got her to first and then to second. And she did come around to score as it was Ray bringing her across. I believe it was.
It sure was.
And on the first pitch, check swing strike, and Finley Cameron will take second.
Indifference.
Good job by the catcher. They actually threw short to third base to see if it was going to be a bait and switch, and Kylie was going to go, and she wisely held. Good job by the defense of the Lions. Pitch comes in and foul, and Lila lets go of the bat. It flies towards the dugout. All is safe. Slips out of her hands there, and an interesting strike as she
nearly got Coach Lou in the dugout.
Wet hands, wet glove will do that.
That'll keep old Coach Lou moving.
Careful, he's old. Don't want to scare that guy too bad.
That's right.
Runners at at second and third.
Ball
and that
goes
one comes
away.
in and gets past the catcher. Kylie will take advantage. Finley will as well. So the Fishermen will add another one on a passed ball. And Finley Cameron will scoot to third on that same pass ball. Lila Carlson will get a ball on the board. And on a 1-2 count, the St. Helens Lions will gather in the circle. The outfielders will gather together. And the Fishermen put another one up. Go 7-5 here in the bottom of 4. Fishermen wisely pulling their bats from the front of the dugout to the back of the dugout. Keep those handles dry because, well, you never know. Wet hands, wet handles.
They're going to dry off those bats.
You're bound to get one to fly out of your hands. And that's what happened to Carlson there. Completely just one of those circumstances. Swinging a ball, swinging something that hard, you're bound to lose your grip with wet hands.
Yep.
Lila Carlson will step back in. It's a 1-2 count. Emmy Karaming comes out of the timeout and sends in the strikeout. That'll put 2 outs on the board. And Taryn Ray will come up to bat for the Fishermen.
She had a swinging strikeout in the first inning, and then she had a double with an RBI, came around and scored at her last at bat.
She was part of the 5-run third. That one high at the shoulders, but enough. Strike one. Adams steps into the on-deck circle with 2 outs. Taryn Ray trying to breathe a little more life into the Fishermen. Ooh, that one inside as Ray leans back to take ball 1. Fishermen jump out with another one. Kylie Svensson comes home on the passed ball. 7-5, and Ray sends that one up high. Out of play.
Yes.
Out of play off the dugout. Long, high strike off the visiting dugout on the first base side. And Ray will load up and do it again. Cramming trying to find the third out here. Allowing one more run on the board. She'd like to get out of this one and see if the Lions can battle back. That one fouled up behind first base and out of play. Next pitch into Cramming, and Ray gets that one up, and it looks like it's going to stay in, but the third baseman couldn't track it right there in front of the Fisherman dugout. It'll fall safely to the turf, and Taryn Ray will have another shot at it. Pitch comes into Ray. Ray holds off, and that's up at the shoulders, but enough in the zone for another strike and a looking strike to the other pitcher. Pitcher to pitcher there, and Cramming comes back with a couple of strikeouts. They get out with just 1 on the board, and that'll put the Fishermen up 7-5. And we head to the 5th with the Lions getting set to send up their 1, 2, 3 hitters here on ESPN 106.3.
Joe's Mobile in Astoria, the home of Mobile Synergy Fuel and Diesel. Also, last-minute groceries, snacks, cold beverages, hunting and fishing licenses, propane, firewood, and so much more. Pump your own fuel during overnight hours or get friendly full service during regular daytime hours. EBT and all credit and debit cards are accepted. Fuel and Diesel, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Get your mojo on at Joe's Mobile.
1701 Marine Drive in Astoria.
Be ready for your future with Clatsop Community College. Take college-level classes at CCC while still in high school and transfer them to a university when you're ready. Or take technical education classes to develop your skills to be prepared for in-demand jobs in the region. Clatsop Community College can help you be ready for your future. Contact the admissions office or check out clatsopcc.edu for more information on all the programs and transfer options available. Start here, go anywhere with Clatsop Community College.
You're listening to Astoria High School Sports on 106.3 ESPN Radio.
Well, I can't tell you how happy I am for Friday and 65 and sunshine. It's North Bend game coming up here on ESPN 106.3. Not that I'm not happy to be here, bringing you the Astoria Fishermen and Seaside Lions game with Bob Wilkie, my cohort here today. I just like to do it with a little less wetness.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm going to fire off my sauna tonight.
It is damp here at CMH Field. Fishermen and Lions battling in this one. 7-5, the Fishermen are holding the lead right now. They surrendered 4 in the third to the Lions, and they came back and got 5, and they've added an extra, and so did the Lions in the fourth. And so here we sit at 5-7, and the Fishermen now getting ready to face the 1, 2, 3 hitters for the Lions. Those 1, 2, 3 hitters are a staggering bunch. They scored the first 3 runs of the third inning, or the 3 runs of the 4 runs in the third inning, and it's Eddie Andreessen, Dakota Drake, and Madeline Hancock.
Yeah. Andreessen started the rally. She was walked.
That one swung on and missed for strike 1.
And she came around and scored, followed up with a single by Drake.
It was actually Ellie Schaefer who started it with a base on balls, and then Eddie added to it with another base on balls, and that single, and then the home run by Hancock definitely hurt the Fishermen.
But they rallied right back and jumped up with the lead.
They did indeed, and so here she stands, leading things off in the 5th. And that one outside, ball. Dakota Drake in the on-deck circle. Madeline Hancock next. 2-1 count. Struck out in the first. Walked in the third. And the slap hitter won't offer there.
Charging the mound there.
3-1 count. If you're unfamiliar with that slap hit, that's a little bit what it looks like. Moving forward in the batter's box, and if you make contact outside of the batter's box, you're just out. Strike out there, strike there, not strike out yet.
Fill that count.
If you make contact outside of the batter's box, you are just out.
You're just done.
That's it. You just can't do it. So the slap hitter, it takes some nuance. It's a lot to have happening, and a lot of coaches don't like it as that one's foul slap down the third base line because there's just too much to do. It's a lot to think about. It's just a lot going on, and for a young kid, it's just a lot to focus on.
Exactly.
So stay in the batter's box, move forward, make sure your hands and your hips are right, make sure you're pointed the right way, and make sure you hit that round ball with the round thing squarely.
And all it does is get you 2 steps.
Oh, while you're moving.
Yeah.
So, a lot of coaches are very hesitant to coach the slap hit, but for the left-handed hitter, the advantage is, or the thought is, that they've got that step or two to first base as that one's foul slapped away. And the slap hitter usually is a knockdown hit to the infield or trying to get one through the infield. Not a lot of fly balls, a lot of
fouls.
A lot of knockdown hits. And so you're trying to put some pressure on the defense to beat the throw to first. This time it's high, and that'll be a base on balls as Finley Cameron can't grab that one in as the ball gets away from Ray there. And Dakota Drake will not come up to bat with a runner aboard. Dakota Drake, the third baseman, struck out in the first, in the third, got on with the single. Here in her third at bat against Ray. Ray loads up, and that one goes in low. Ball.
Great job by Cameron to chase the runner back to first.
Leadoff hitter, generally a threat to steal. Usually a speedster. Pitch.
Great pitch.
In the zone, strike. Great job by Ray to even this up at 1-1. Conditions like these, anything can happen. Two good teams.
Ooh,
low in the zone, ball. 2-1 count now to Dakota Drake. You'd rather see two good teams play under perfect conditions, so you can't blame the weather one way or the other. That one's chopped sharply. Whitset off to second. They got the lead. And so on the fielder's choice, Dakota Drake is safe at first. But it is a 4-6 force at second. So Eddie Anderheisen will leave. Back to the dugout she'll go. And that's good to take the speedster off the lead bag. Good play by Whitset. Could have went to first with it. Wisely tosses it off to Svensson. So the 4-6 put out kills the lead runner and brings up Madeline Hancock. And like I said, home run in her last at bat. Will foul send one down the third base line for strike one. Hit into the 5-3, but the big home run shot on the second pitch in the third inning brought in a few runs for the Lions, 3 to be exact, and gave them that 4-0 lead. Fishermen were able to get out of it with a strikeout to Addie Ellis after that. And here in the fifth, Hancock at bat. Oh, Finley Cameron can't quite knock that one down on the wild pitch, and
Drake will make it to second.
The Lions still ended up with a runner at second and an out on the board. Madeline Hancock back in. 1-1 count. And Ray loads up. Here comes the pitch. Popped up and off the cage behind the catcher.
Right in front of us.
That'll be a 2-1 count. As Finley Cameron walks that one back to the ump. He'll roll that one around in his pouch there to see if he can't dry it off a little bit. Ray with the new ball. Sends it in and fouls that one out of play. Behind the visiting dugout, Ray gets the new one in, and we keep going. Runner on second, one out, 2-1 count. And Ray back on the rubber. Here comes the pitch. Popped up, and Svensson settles underneath of it. She has it, and the P6 will get the second out, and Addie Ellis will now come up to bat. She hit into the P6 in the second, the exciting one where Svensson laid out behind the second bag and ended up with a strikeout in the third. With a runner on second, she'll come up for her third attempt against Ray. And that one will get chopped to third base. Adams has it, loads it off, and gets it to Barnsey for the 5-3 put out on the first pitch. And the Fishermen get out of trouble after allowing a couple of base runners. They get the lead runner and leave Dakota Drake on second and get out of it with no score. So we head to the Fishermen's half of the fifth, with the Fishermen leading this one 5-7 here on ESPN 106.3.
Be ready for your future with Clatsop Community College. Take college-level classes at CCC while still in high school and transfer them to a university when you're ready. Or take technical education classes to develop your skills to be prepared for in-demand jobs in the region. Clatsop Community College can help you be ready for your future. Contact the admissions office or check out clatsopcc.edu for more information on all the programs and transfer options available. Start here, go anywhere with Clatsop Community College.
Joe's Mobile in Astoria, the home of mobile synergy fuel and diesel. Also, last-minute groceries, snacks, cold beverages, hunting and fishing licenses, propane, firewood, and so much more. Pump your own fuel during overnight hours or get friendly full service during regular daytime hours. EBT and all credit and debit cards are accepted. Fuel and diesel, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Get your mojo on at Joe's Mobile.
1701 Marine Drive in Astoria.
You're tuned in to ESPN Radio on 106.3.
Back here at CMH Field, and the Fishermen lead this one 7-5 as we are in the middle of the fifth. Here is the Fishermen get ready to go in the bottom, and, the Fishermen, they fell in this one 4-0 in the third, battled back in their half of the third to go up 5-4 and scrapped out a couple extra. And the Fishermen now lead this one 7-5 and has become a moist game, to say the least. Pitch comes into Adams, and she twitches the shoulders and does an offer and takes ball one.
Yeah, she hit into the P6 in the second at her first at-bat, and then she had a double with an RBI in the third.
Second pitch is going to get chopped. Third base has it, scooped, and off to first,
Didn't
and
take.
off the bag. So Adams will be safe, and we'll see if they give the E5 or not.
I don't think they will.
In my book, I'm going to give her the E5. We'll see what they score it, as Adams is safe on first either way. Kate Barnsey, the left-hander, will come up to bat. Second pitch, Ariana Adams hits a chopper to third. Third base scoops it up, gets it to first, but throws the first baseman off the bag. And the high pitch is ball. And the official score says Adams' ground ball reaches on air by third baseman.
Okay.
So they are going to give that an E5. Usually I'm ruthless. This time I'm right. That one high and right up at the face mask. Barnsey steps back and will take ball two. I guess I just have high expectations. That's what it is.
That's right. That's your announcing college ball.
And that one is off the glove, and Adams will trot to second on the passed ball out of the catcher's glove. Barnsey will now have a 3-1 count. And Whitsett is in the on-deck circle for the Fishermen. 5, 6, 7 hitters due up to start this inning. And Barnsey will take the base on balls. Runners on first and second for Kissa Whitsett. Maggie Fallour will step into the on-deck circle, and in the hole is Kylie Svensson. Kaisa Whitsett, second baseman for the Fishermen. Where's number 10? New in the lineup. And we'll slap that one to third base. She'll get another opportunity and retreats to the third base bag where she gets the 3 UA and takes the lead runner.
Let's call that a 5 UA, right?
Or a 5 UA, excuse me, as the Whitsett will take the fielder's choice. The 5 UA will kill the lead runner, Adams. And Maggie Fallure will come up to bat with Brooks and Dunn playing in the background.
Oh.
That one skips in, catcher off the chest plate, grabs it, ball 1. Emmy Karaming pitching for the Lions, trails by 2 runs and sends that one in. It's going to get chopped in a slow roller, essentially a bunt, and Fallure will be out on a 1-3, but the runners will advance. It's not a bunt. It's not a sac bunt. She swung through that and just chopped it down and almost turned into an effective single.
That's right.
She almost outran that to first.
Yeah. It's going to bring up Kylie Svensson. She hit into the P6 at her first at bat, and then she had a double. Came around and scored.
Watches that one come in on the outside edge for strike 1. Reached on the double and came around and scored on a passed ball. That one off the ground and into the dirt, and Barnsey will scamper home, and Whitsett will move to third. The Fishermen will add one more here, as the catcher can't handle that one. I might have to change that from pass ball to wild pitch, as I do believe it was down in the ground before it got to the catcher, in which case, by default, that makes it a wild pitch. Svensson watches that one sail high. The catcher does a great job popping up out of her stance to handle that one. That is, of course, Madeline Hancock, the veteran, who jumps up and handles that one. 2 balls and a strike to Svensson. And that one is foul chopped away into the cage behind the catcher for a 2-2 count. 1 out. And, 2 outs and a runner on third. Whitsett, as the Fishermen push their lead now 8-5 here in the 5th. Wind up the pitch, and right back at the pitcher. That is a line drive into center field. Great job by Kylie Svensson for the base knock and the RBI. Fishermen will add one more as Whitsett comes home. And they'll move to 9-5. And Haley Svensson, older sister, has her sister out on first, and see if she can move around. Her 4th opportunity in the 5th, excuse me. Looking at the 5, thinking 4, can't say them together.
Ooh, foul tip for the first pitch. Strike 1.
Got the single, the 4-3, and the F7, and got left stranded on second in the 1st. After she got on base, the Fishermen couldn't get her around as the next 3 batters got out. And in the 3rd, hit into the 4-3. Here, trying to move her sister around, will slice one down the first baseline foul, and she'll now have a 0-2 count here in the 5th. She's been aggressive at the plate. Other than the 4th, she's had a first pitch single, a 3-pitch 4-3, and then in the 4th, she did force a full count before hitting into the F7. Here with an 0-2 count. She'll send that one right to the second baseman, who picks it up and will get the 4-3 put out. And the Fishermen will get retired, but not before they put 2 more on the board and take the lead to 9-5 for the Fishermen. And we'll come back for the 6th in just 1 minute right here on ESPN 106.3. It's Astoria High fighting Fishermen softball on ESPN.
Hi, folks. These sports teams that we follow pride themselves on a long tradition of excellence. The same goes for the place you choose for your home loan. Northwest Lending Group is one of the longest continually operating mortgage lenders in Clatsop County. We've been here over 20 years. I invite you to give us a try. Let us show you how we've earned over 98% customer satisfaction rating. Find us at 1227 Commercial Street in Astoria, by phone at 503-325-4116, or apply online at nwlendinggroup.com.
Northwest Lending Group is an equal housing lender. NMLS 1469420, ML2891.
Are you currently in the market for a new car, truck, or SUV? Then look no further than Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford. With hundreds of makes and models to choose from, you're bound to find something you want, including the Ford F-150, best-selling truck in America, 47 years running. Stop by Dane Gouch's Astoria Ford today and take a test drive and find that new vehicle you have always wanted. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, you always get the best deal at Dane Gouch's Astoria Ford, 1809 Ensign Lane across from Costco Gas, or visit them online at AstoriaFord.net.
Executive producer of the Rube Report here, Dane Gouge. You're locked into Astoria High Sports on ESPN 106.3.
Back here at CMH Field, and it is a 9-5 contest between the Astoria Fishermen and the Lions of St. Helens. This totals more runs than last 4 games these two teams have played, I think.
Probably the last 2 seasons.
These two teams have battled. Last year, it was a 1-0 win for each team, and then a 3-4 win, I believe, in St. Helens. And then it was the state game where the Fishermen actually rattled off some runs. But in the regular season, this exceeds the run value for the Fishermen. I think it was a 9-0 win in the state championship game.
I've got it on here, actually, Rob. Let me take a look.
Fishermen getting ready to face the 5, 6, 7 hitters for the St. Helens Lions. That's Hallie Hayes, Amy Cramming, and Veronica Friggard. First pitch from Ray. High and ball.
It was a 7-0 win.
There
for
it
the
was,
state
7-0. So
I have the record.
14 runs in today's game. Almost exceeds all of the runs in last year's 4 meetings. Whitsett gobbles that one up. And a nice 4-3 put out for the Fishermen to Hayes is the first out. And now due up is Emmy Cramming, the pitcher. Exciting play by Svensson on a 6-3. She scooped it up, got on her knees, and threw one off. And then Emmy Cramming was walked and came around and scored in the 4th. The only score in the 4th for the Lions. That gave them their 5th run. And for Ray, her first pitch comes in as a strike to the pitcher. Emmy Cramming, not necessarily a tall and big player, but she is very effective. Another one on the edge, strike.
Beautiful
as
pitch.
Ray works the opposite edge of the plate to the left-handed hitter. We know she works the right-handed side well. She's working really well on the same side as her pitching hand, that time low in the zone. Cramming won't chase it.
It's a 1-2 count.
Hard to fool a pitcher sometimes.
Yeah.
They're onto your tricks. Pitcher-to-pitcher duel here, and Ray loads up on the 1-2 count. Foul chopped off. She'll stay alive in the at-bat here in the 6th. Top of 6, 9-5. The Fishermen went down early 4-0, but came right back in the 3rd to go up, and then have held the lead and added a few extra. That one chopped over the crowd and over the truck into the berm. I thought that one was headed for the back of the truck there for a second.
Yeah.
Ended up clearing it. Those brave enough to park in the backstop area here.
They've got good insurance, I'm sure.
I try to park on the other side of...
get that building between us,
exactly.
Right?
On the outside edge, ball. Thought that one might hang in.
I did too.
2-2 count. Parked next to Svensson's new ride, so I'll let her take the dent if one gets that far out. Pitch comes in. Lazy late swing and foul tipped off. Good job to fight it off by Cramming there. Might have been catching the edge, and she swung late and fouled it away to stay alive. 7th pitch of the at-bat is a 2-2 count. And that one, not quite. Full count. 8th pitch of the at-bat now coming into Emmy Cramming. Definitely a pitcher versus pitcher duel here. As Taryn Ray loads up the glove, the wind-up, the throw, and just high for base on balls. Good job by Emmy Cramming. A nice patient at-bat. Way to fight off and stay alive. And now coming up to bat is number 11, first baseman Veronica Friggard. And she'll step in after hitting a pair of 4-3s in the 3rd and then in the 4th. Her 3rd attempt here. Ray sends that one to her, and that'll get hit strongly out to center fielder Lila Carlson. She'll scoop it up, relay it in. It'll be a single. Sharp hit out to center field, relayed in quickly, and Karaming will hold at second. And Ellie Schaefer now due up for the Lions. She has yet to get out.
Yeah.
Her third attempt, she got a base on balls in the third. She was part of the 4-run rally for the Lions. Came around and scored. Reached on a double in the fourth. She was the one who knocked Emmy Karaming in.
We're going to get a pinch runner here, Rob. Unfortunately, I don't have a number because she's wearing the hoodie.
She's got her hoodie on. Pinch runner for the first baseman, Friggard. On first base, so Emmy Karaming stays in to run. With her speed, I can't imagine the St. Helens Lions would pinch run that pitcher. Not that Taryn Ray necessarily has bad speed, but sometimes the coach just likes to save the pitcher the job of running.
That's right.
Just a kind of it's a courtesy runner for a reason, and that's what it's named. All right, Ray set to go against Ellie Schaefer, and the pitch comes in.
High.
Bunt attempt pulled back, and ball one as the runners stay where they are. Good job by the Fishermen to cover third. Svensson and Adams both go to cover third. Make sure that the throw down to third is there if we need it. Ray loads up. That one swung on and missed. One out, 2 runners on. Ray trying to hold on to this 9-5 lead here in the 6th. Pitch, outside edge, and got it.
Great pitch.
Ellie Schaefer, 1-2 count. Ray gets that one out of play, popped up over the
directly behind us
backstop. Bristol Beeler in the on-deck circle for the Lions. Ray loads up the glove. Pitch, and high in the zone, ball. She won't go chasing that one, and it'll bring it to a 2-2 count. The friendly, damp confines of CMH Field. The Fishermen lead this one 9-5, and the pitch from Ray is fouled off down the right field side, and out of play.
Handled by Kylie Svensson. She went and put the boots to the ground and just about dug it out, but it went over.
She was at the fence. She would have been there had it stayed, but what little breeze we're getting, I think, pushed it out. Bristol Beeler, the flags on the football field and the American flag out in the outfield, and not really moving too much. That one chopped, should be handled by Whitsett. It is. She goes to first. Barnesy digs it out, and the runner is out on a 4-3. Runners do advance, so Karaming will stand at third, and Friggard will move to second. And that'll bring up Beeler.
She's got a pair of looking strikeouts today.
A 2-2 count and a full count. In the third, it was a 2-2 count. In the fourth, a full count. And like Bob said, both looking. Great job by Ray to get her froze on those last two. Left-handed hitter will step in. And here comes the pitch from Ray. That one high and ball. 2 outs. Don't worry about the runners.
Yep.
Get the batter. Ray loads up the pitch. That one high, ball. Bristol Beeler, if she puts the ball into play, will bring up Addie Andreheisen, the leadoff hitter. That one high again. 3 straight balls to Beeler. All high towards the face mask. And from Ray, another one. They'll put her aboard.
Same spot.
Bases loaded, and Addie Andreheisen now at bat, leadoff hitter, representing the tying run in this one in the 6th.
She had a swing and strikeout in the first. She had a base on balls, came around and scored in the third. Hit into a 4-6.
Slap hitter there takes a strike as she moves forward and does an offer. Ray ahead early in this one, 0-1. And the next pitch comes in and offered and missed. Ray stays ahead, 0-2 count. She had a full count in the first and the strikeout, another full count in the third, and a full count in the fifth, too. Eddie Hendriesen has battled Ray today. That one high, and she won't take it. Ray climbing the ladder there a little bit to see if she'll continue to chase, and she wouldn't try that one. Throwing high to a slap hitter is a good way to get them to try to pop out. And she'll swing and throw the bat on that one, not on purpose. That was not out of anger.
No.
Hand slips out, but she swings through and doesn't get that. So the Lions will leave the bases loaded in the sixth, and the Fishermen will come back for their half of the sixth in just a minute right here on ESPN 106.3.
Hungry? Thirsty? Craving something delicious? Get to the Peter Pan Market and Deli in Astoria. They've got your cravings covered, from fresh sandwiches and salads to gourmet coffee and snacks. The deli is stocked with hand-picked ingredients, ensuring the highest quality in every bite. Need groceries? You're covered there too, with a wide selection of necessities and locally sourced products. The Peter Pan Market and Deli at 712 Niagara Avenue in Astoria. Visit online at peterpantogo.com for online ordering options. Taste the difference at Peter Pan Market and Deli.
Seaside Outlets, over 100,000 square feet of savings and shopping. Great food for every member of your family. Featuring great names in retail like Nike, Eddie Bauer, Pendleton, Bath & Body Works, Rack Room Shoes, Rue 21, and Carter's. And it's all just a few blocks from the beach. Plus, there's no sales tax.
Seaside Outlets, 1111 North Roosevelt Highway 101 and 12th Avenue. Visit seasideoutlets.com.
Hi, Dane Gouge, GP of the BSE, and you're listening to Astoria High Sports on ESPN 106.3.
Back here at CMH Field, and thanks for bringing us back, Dane Gouge, 2026 NCAA National Championship picker. Him and Michigan taking home the crown, at least amongst myself, Rube, Roxy, and it's just the four of us. Pitch into Cameron outside, ball one. Finley Cameron leading things off for the Fishermen. It is the 2-3-4 hitters due up here in the sixth for the Fishermen. And Cramming loads that one up. Finley rips that one down the third baseline and into the the warm-up area for the Fishermen.
You got Barnesy out there warming up, and what are you doing to me?
You're trying to take me out here? Barnesy out there throwing a little in the dugout. That one low and ball. I guess you call that the bullpen, or as much of a bullpen as we have here at the softball field. Barnesy out there throwing some pitches, trying to stay warm. That one skips in for a ball. It'll be a 3-1 count to Finley Cameron. Leading things off here for the Fishermen in the sixth. Lila Carlson in the on-deck circle, chopped down to third, gets through, and...
in time, safe.
Great run by Cameron as she's there on the single. The slow roller to third. She backhands it. Couldn't dig it out in time. And just a great job by Finley Cameron on a chopper to third. Lila Carlson now coming up to bat with a runner aboard. Good job by the third baseman there to dig it out. Try to get the throw to first. Just not in time. No error there. Just a well-placed ball and a good run. That one's popped up to second base, floating almost to foul territory and just behind the first base bag. Carlson hits into the P4. And Taryn Ray will come up to bat. She's had a couple of strikeouts and a double. And with a runner on first, let's see if she can move that runner around. She'll chop one to third again, dug out. And overthrow to second. Cameron slides in. She's not going to be able to get up, take advantage of the overthrow. Get kneed in the head.
Yeah. She comes up, stood up, and she's walking
She gives the thumb up. Coach Ken Israel walks out past the third base bag. She gave the thumbs up, so she's all right. It'll be a base knock for Ray. And Adams now due up for the Fishermen. And courtesy runner, as usual, that is Hopkins, number 4, coming back in to run for Ray.
Ariana Adams had a hit into a P6 in the second, then had a double with an RBI in the third. First pitch comes in, strike. Then she had a hit into a 5 UA.
Well, she was pass ball, and then the lead run on the 5 UA. Outside edge, strike 2 to Adams. She reached on that E5, got on that pass ball, and then in the 5th, as Barnesy and Whitsett were trying to move her around the bag, she was the lead runner and got put out on a 5 UA. And that one, she's going to hit up in the air. Second base will float down the line and handle it. Another P4. Runners will stay. And Kate Barnesy, after nearly getting taken out in the bullpen, will come out, grab the bat. She's had a productive afternoon, a P4 to start things off, but reached on a base on balls and came around to score in the 3rd, part of the rally for the Fishermen, and got another walk in the 5th.
And came around and scored.
Swings there and swings through it. Strike 1. Ended up scoring on a wild pitch as the Lions let a few get away from him. That time she'll chop one foul, and that one will hit short of the truck and then bounce off of it. A truck hit strike. Barnesy, the left-handed hitter, steps back in, cramming the right-handed pitcher, sends one in, and Barnesy will send one right back to her. A 1-3 put out to wrap up the 6th for the Lions. And we'll head to the 7th with the Fishermen leading this one 9-5 here on ESPN 106.3.
Joe's Mobile. Fuel, diesel, groceries, snacks, beer, propane, hunting and fishing licenses, firewood, and so much more. 1701 Marine Drive in Astoria. Coming in, going out, or passing through Astoria. Joe's Mobile is your one stop where the people are friendly and the store is stocked with everything you need. All debit, EBT, and credit accepted. Joe's Mobile. Mobile Synergy Fuel and Diesel. Pump your own 24 hours a day at Joe's Mobile. Wait for it.
At Joe's Mobile.
Hi, folks. These sports teams that we follow pride themselves on a long tradition of excellence. The same goes for the place you choose for your home loan. Northwest Lending Group is one of the longest continually operating mortgage lenders in Clatsop County. We've been here over 20 years. I invite you to give us a try. Let us show you how we've earned over 98% customer satisfaction rating. Find us at 1227 Commercial Street in Astoria, by phone at 503-325-4116, or apply online at nwlendinggroup.com.
Northwest Lending Group is an equal housing lender. NMLS 1469420, ML2891.
You're listening to Astoria High School Sports on 106.3 ESPN Radio.
Back here at CMH Field, and despite Barnesy in the dugout in the bullpen throwing for the Fishermen, it will be Ray here in the 7th, facing off against the 2-3-4 hitters, getting into the meat of the Lions lineup.
Ooh.
And Dakota Drake will lead things off. Madeline Hancock, then Addie Ellis. Little throwing error as Finley tries to throw down to
Ray, who turned her back.
Usually throw that last pitch, and the catcher throws one down to second. The pitcher looks away, and then they walk the ball back to her, and a little mishap there as they get to the 7th.
No harm, no foul.
Top of the 7th, Lions trail in this one 9-5. After leading early, they jumped out to a 4-0 lead, but the Fishermen responded with 2 outs. They rallied, and with a couple of mistakes by the Lions, they were able to put some runs on the board. And it is a 9-5 contest here in the 7th, and the first pitch comes in as a strike to Dakota Drake. Dakota Drake with a strikeout, and she reached on a single in the 3rd, and part of the scoring rally in the 3rd for the Lions. And then a fielder's choice wild pitch got her to second, left her stranded there as that one gets fouled out of plate on the right field line, and strike 2. She got on in the 3rd and was part of that 4-run 3rd for the Lions. Ray throws that one in, outside, low, and ball.
Ray's got 7 strikeouts on the day. Should be 106 for the season.
Ray doing well. A little bit of a mishap there in the 3rd, but she's come back in the 4th, 5th, and 6th to hold the Lions. That one down the right field line. It'll be in territory, but foul territory.
Yeah.
Kylie Svensson unable to get there in time as it sharply hit in the field of play, but not in fair territory. We got a pretty good margin there between the foul line and the fence. There is quite a bit of territory out there, and Kylie just not that fast. Pitch comes in low. Finley Cameron blocks it, chops it up, and that'll be a 2-2 count now to Dakota Drake. Last time she had a 2-2 count, it was in the first inning, and she ended up with a strikeout.
Swing it. Mist is finally left, Rob. You can see those trees behind us, or in front of us.
Whoa, that one comes in high from Ray to load the count. 7th pitch of the at-bat. The Fishermen would love to squash any rally opportunities for the Lions here and hold on to this 9-5 win.
And that one's got
just a little high out of the zone. It'll be a base on balls. The Lions will get their leadoff runner in the 7th on base. Madeline Hancock has been dangerous behind the plate. She hits third for a reason. 5-3, and then a home run, a 3-run shot in the 3rd, and then a P6. Ray loads up the pitch.
High, ball 1.
Addie Ellis, Hallie Hayes, next 2 batters. Ellis in the on-deck circle in the hole. Hayes. The windup from Ray. High and inside the zone for a strike. Once again, Ray working that opposite edge. She's a right-handed pitcher working the left-handed side of the plate. And that one chopped to third. Adams gets the lead run, and Svensson can't turn the play. And they're trying to say that Svensson dropped it.
She had the tag.
She had Whitsett dropped it, excuse me. Whitsett had it, so 6-4 put out on the lead runner. And Hancock reaches on a fielder's choice. Whitsett, the ball came out of her glove on the transfer.
Yeah, she went
down the right field line, fouled, and strike 1.
That almost got your van, or your Jeep there, Rob.
Nope, that would have hit Svensson's first.
Okay.
I parked just strategically enough behind her, backed into the grass a little bit to make sure that it caught hers first. Here's hoping. She's still got dealer tags on that. I think she's got insurance. In the dirt, runner takes off, and Hancock will be safe at second on the stolen base effort. Finley couldn't get the relay in time.
Right ball, yeah.
Addie Ellis steps in with a 1-1 count. And Ray gets that one in low. Cameron blocks. Good job. Runner stays at second. Hallie Hayes in the on-deck circle. Emmy Karaming in the hole. 9-5, the Fishermen trying to get out of this one. They've got one out on the board, and that one is hit sharply into center field. And hit sharp enough to go all the way to the fence. Carlson will scoop it up. They'll relay it in, and it'll be a double and a run scored for the Lions as Ellis brings home Hancock. The Lions get one back, and Hallie Hayes now up with a runner at second. 9-6 here in the 7th. Second baseman Hallie Hayes will climb in. Struck out looking in the second. 5-3 and then a 4-3. And she'll hit that one down the right field line. Svensson on her horse and can't lay out for it. It stays fair. She'll scoop it up, relay it in to Whitsett. And it'll be a double. A pair of doubles and another run scored as Hayes brings home Ellis. And another run scores, and that will change the score to 9-7. Going to switch out the balls to a dry one as they get the relay back in, and Emmy Karaming, the pitcher, now represents the tying run at home with Hallie Hayes on second. Just one out for the Fishermen. Finley checking in with her pitcher, Ray. And they'll break it up and come back and get set. A couple of well hit, sharp balls. That one down the right field line. Svensson tried to get over there and lay out for it. Was able to trap it, but unable to get under it. And swing and strike to Karaming.
Patient hitter, Karaming.
She's faced a lot of pitches. I have her for a 6-3 put out in the second after 6 pitches. She had 5 in the fourth and another 7 in the sixth. And there she'll take a ball. Hit into the 6-3 and 2 walks. The one in the fourth and the one in the sixth. She ended up coming around and scoring in the fourth and got left stranded on third in the sixth. Ray pitches that one in low for a ball. It is a 2-1 count. Top of the seventh, 9-7. The Fishermen with the lead. And 1 out on the board, a runner on second. The tying run for the Lions at home. Outside edge, not enough. Be a 3-1 count. Veronica Frigard is in the on-deck circle with Ellie Schaefer in the hole. And the pitch from Ray, chopped down the third base line. Adams lets it go across the line for a foul and a strike.
That'll fill that count again.
Another loaded count for Ray against one of these Lions batters.
Ray up to 151 pitches today.
They've extended some of these at-bats quite well, the Lions have. Fouled off the net. And Ellie Karaming will stay alive at the plate. Ray loads up off the rubber. The pitch comes in, fouled up, out of play, and over the home dugout.
Oh, lucky curb bounce.
Almost off a car over there. You hear the crowd. Ooh. Almost a windshield. Ellie Karaming with a runner on second. Dakota Drake out. Hancock Ellis score. And that one is up and in territory. No, it'll clear the fence and
into the bullpen.
No chance for left fielder to get out there and handle it.
Maggie Fleur.
Maggie Fleur was never going to get to that one as it clears the fence. If it had stayed in, she'd have been there, but that one chopped short. Svensson scoops the throw to first, dug out by Barnsey, off to third. Can't get there in time, so Hayes will scamper to third, but not before the 6-3 put out to Karaming. And now with 2 outs and a runner on third, the tying run, Veronica Frigard comes up to the plate.
Frigard hit into a 4-3 in the third inning.
And the fourth.
And the fourth. And then she had a single and got stranded on second in the 6th inning.
Ray with the pitch. Low out of the zone. Veronica Frigard twitched but did not bite. Ray loads up again. Runner on third. And just outside of the zone again. Inside and low as pitcher and catcher look to their coach for the call. They like it, and here comes the third pitch of the at-bat. Chopped off the batter, off the plate, up, strike. 2-1. Finley wants a new one. She'll get it. Gets a new dry ball into the pitcher. Ellie Schaefer in the on-deck circle. Bristol Beeler in the hole for the Lions. If they get that far, the Fishermen would like to end this one at the plate. And a slow chopper is going to get past Ray and off to first. Dug out by Barnsey. Another great play by Svensson, a 6-3 putout. And the Fishermen will come away with the 9-7 victory here. And once again, we appreciate you tuning in and catching this game here on ESPN 106.3. We're going to come back and wrap up the post game and look ahead to the next game, a drier game, we hope. Once again, thanks for joining us here. The Fishermen pull this one out 9-7 here on ESPN 106.3.
Hi, folks. These sports teams that we follow pride themselves on a long tradition of excellence. The same goes for the place you choose for your home loan. Northwest Lending Group is one of the longest continually operating mortgage lenders in Clatsop County. We've been here over 20 years. I invite you to give us a try. Let us show you how we've earned over 98% customer satisfaction rating. Find us at 1227 Commercial Street in Astoria, by phone at 503-325-4116, or apply online at nwlendinggroup.com.
Northwest Lending Group is an equal housing lender. NMLS 1469420, ML2891.
Be ready for your future with Clatsop Community College. Take college-level classes at CCC while still in high school and transfer them to a university when you're ready. Or take technical education classes to develop your skills to be prepared for in-demand jobs in the region. Clatsop Community College can help you be ready for your future. Contact the admissions office or check out clatsopcc.edu for more information on all the programs and transfer options available. Start here, go anywhere with Clatsop Community College.
Are you currently in the market for a new car, truck, or SUV? Then look no further than Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford. With hundreds of makes and models to choose from, you're bound to find something you want, including the Ford F-150, best-selling truck in America, 47 years running. Stop by Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford today and take a test drive and find that new vehicle you have always wanted. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, you always get the best deal at Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford, 1809 Ensign Lane across from Costco Gas, or visit them online at astoriaford.net.
Joe's Mobile in Astoria, the home of mobile synergy fuel and diesel. Also, last-minute groceries, snacks, cold beverages, hunting and fishing licenses, propane, firewood, and so much more. Pump your own fuel during overnight hours or get friendly full service during regular daytime hours. EBT and all credit and debit cards are accepted. Fuel and diesel, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Get your mojo on at Joe's Mobile.
1701 Marine Drive in Astoria.
Keeping the clock running for the Coaches Show, this is Dane Gouge, executive producer of The Rube Report. Catch The Rube Report Friday nights right here on ESPN 106.3. Now back to the game.
Back here at CMH Field, and we are joined by Kylie Svensson. Kylie, welcome to the broadcast.
It's nice to be here.
Freshman for the team, new to the lineup this year, and stepping in today, and you knew this game was going to be a tough one.
Yeah, definitely.
You're not unfamiliar as a Svensson to
no,
the
not
last
at all.
couple of matchups between the St Helens Lions and the Fishermen.
Yeah.
So, what was the mindset coming into this one? I know you guys had a couple of games, a little bit of a stretch where you struggled, but of course got back on track last night against Seaside. So, what's the mindset coming into this one?
The last couple of games have been definitely an experience, coming up from the Scappoose game. But we just went into this game just hoping for the best. Getting our minds right was definitely a big thing, especially with the hitting and everything. And watching the state championship game last year, I definitely came into this game really wanting this, so I'm really happy that this is how it turned out. But
and you had a pretty good day yourself, getting the double in the fourth, getting a run scored, coming around and scoring yourself. So are you feeling pretty good at the bat?
Yeah, definitely.
Having a strong freshman year, that's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
Is there a little pressure coming in? I mean, you're coming in onto a team that is the defending state champion, and as a freshman, is there some pressure to I got big shoes to fill?
Yeah,
so.
Most definitely there is some pressure, but it's really nice being surrounded by such a great group of girls and such supportive coaches. Walking in with my dad and my sister and everyone, so it's really nice.
Yeah, that does probably make the transition a little bit easier. You have a sister on the team, and your dad is helping coach, so it's not like you're kind of walking into this with nothing.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
You've been to a lot of the games as well, so I had the pleasure to sit next to me on a few broadcasts.
Yeah.
I tried to throw the headset on you a couple of times last year, but she avoided it. But we knew we'd get you eventually. So, Kylie, we'll let you get back to the team and celebrate. We really appreciate you coming out to play.
Thank you so much.
Getting through a wet, messy kind
of game. Definitely. It got pretty ugly there for a little bit.
It did a little bit. You guys battled back in the fourth.
Yeah.
I guess just quick before I let you go, what was the mindset in the dugout? They go up on you 4-0. Obviously, we know you guys can score some runs. So what's the mindset there? Is it just...
We just put a lot of trust in our bats and how much we've worked, and definitely got a little rainy, but we knew we could come back from anything. We've proven it before, so yeah.
Well, way to go. Congratulations. Great game.
Thank you so much.
And thanks for joining us here at the booth. And we'll be back with you, coming up Friday in the sunshine. So thanks again for joining us, Kylie.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it. Kylie Svensson with the Astoria Fishermen jumping in and jumping on the headset with us. We certainly appreciate her taking the time away from her team to come over and do that again. The freshman with a great day. Hit into the P6. We got a double and a single in the game, so a good effort on the bat and a great job in the outfield. She trapped a couple, that last one late. Well, the hit did get down. She was able to scurry over there and knock it down and make sure that it didn't get away from her.
Yeah, she dug that one right out.
So great job by the Fishermen today. They get the win over the Lions, and that will keep the Fishermen in the hunt towards the rankings. And, of course, That'll help in the league as well, as that gives them a game over the Lions in the league. And as we look ahead to the league standings, that'll put the Fishermen at 3-1 and the St Helens Lions at 1-2. Behind the 8-ball early in the season. And tomorrow should be an exciting day for the Fishermen to see how things shake out and the sun to start to bring itself out. And then by Friday, we should have, mid-60s, sunshine, and a gorgeous day here at CMH Field.
With a tough game.
With a tough game on the books, so it'll be a fun one. If you get a chance to get out and catch it, please do. If you don't, make sure you tune in and catch it right here on ESPN 106.3.
And if you need a wine glass, I'll see you at Crab Fest.
There you go. A lot going on this weekend. Make sure you get out and enjoy it all, and stay safe, and join us Friday for an exciting game. Thanks to the Astoria Fishermen for a great show and a great game. The 9-7 win over the St. Helens Lions today. And that'll put them one game closer to capturing that league title that they're trying to get to this year. 10-4 overall, 3-1 in the league. And for Bob Wilkie, I'm Rob Kovach signing off, and we'll be back with you Friday for another exciting one here at CMH Field on ESPN 106.3.
Seaside Outlets. Over 100,000 square feet of savings and shopping. Great food for every member of your family. Featuring great names in retail like Nike, Eddie Bauer, Pendleton, Bath & Body Works, Rack Room Shoes, Rue 21, and Carter's. And it's all just a few blocks from the beach. Plus, there's no sales tax.
Seaside Outlets, 1111 North Roosevelt Highway 101 and 12th Avenue. Visit seasideoutlets.com.
Hungry? Thirsty? Craving something delicious? Get to the Peter Pan Market and Deli in Astoria. They've got your cravings covered, from fresh sandwiches and salads to gourmet coffee and snacks. The deli is stocked with hand-picked ingredients, ensuring the highest quality in every bite. Need groceries? You're covered there too, with a wide selection of necessities and locally sourced products. The Peter Pan Market and Deli at 712 Niagara Avenue in Astoria. Visit online at peterpantogo.com for online ordering options. Taste the difference at Peter Pan Market and Deli.
Hi, folks. These sports teams that we follow pride themselves on a long tradition of excellence. The same goes for the place you choose for your home loan. Northwest Lending Group is one of the longest continually operating mortgage lenders in Clatsop County. We've been here over 20 years. I invite you to give us a try. Let us show you how we've earned over 98% customer satisfaction rating. Find us at 1227 Commercial Street in Astoria, by phone at 503-325-4116, or apply online at nwlendinggroup.com.
Northwest Lending Group is an equal housing lender. NMLS 1469420, ML2891.
Joe's Mobile in Astoria, the home of Mobile Synergy Fuel and Diesel. Also, last-minute groceries, snacks, cold beverages, hunting and fishing licenses, propane, firewood, and so much more. Pump your own fuel during overnight hours or get friendly full service during regular daytime hours. EBT and all credit and debit cards are accepted. Fuel and Diesel, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Get your mojo on at Joe's Mobile.
1701 Marine Drive in Astoria.
Be ready for your future with Clatsop Community College. Take college-level classes at CCC while still in high school and transfer them to a university when you're ready. Or take technical education classes to develop your skills to be prepared for in-demand jobs in the region. Clatsop Community College can help you be ready for your future. Contact the admissions office or check out clatsopcc.edu for more information on all the programs and transfer options available. Start here, go anywhere with Clatsop Community College.
Are you currently in the market for a new car, truck, or SUV? Then look no further than Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford. With hundreds of makes and models to choose from, you're bound to find something you want, including the Ford F-150, best-selling truck in America, 47 years running. Stop by Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford today and take a test drive and find that new vehicle you have always wanted. Whether you're buying, selling, or trading, you always get the best deal at Dane Gouge's Astoria Ford, 1809 Ensign Lane across from Costco Gas, or visit them online at astoriaford.net.